ended up doing? We ended up
We spent the night with Grimmy
going
and
to
his people.
Groomy's people.
Grimmy, Gri.
What? What am
he
I
was
Grim.
saying?
entertaining.
Grimmy.
That's what
Grimmy,
she's been saying.
Grimmy.
I've been hearing
Right,
Groomy.
right, yeah, but
No,
I
I've
meant
been saying it
I
as
meant something
groomy,
more
as in
personal, like at
grooming
his
a
place, or was
horse.
he just like we were at his adventurers compound thing?
Okay.
Like
Did
at
he
his
personally
cave.
bring us in? Did he personally come in and just do a private thing, or was it um out in the public?
We were staying with the other goblins that also work
Yeah.
at the fair.
Okay, because I was hoping maybe we get some one-on-one time with Grimmy.
We have also already left. We are back at the manor and just had
Right.
a creepy visitor. That's not
Uh,
creepy.
He was
Um,
okay.
a
he was a
vampire.
vampire. I think he was a Nosferatu or like a specific kind of vampire. I wrote it down.
It's
He
also
was a
in the message of the
Shang-Chi.
day, which is only two sentences long.
Jiangxi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi the vampire. Like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Just his manor note. Do we have a map?
We're in
If
the
you're spending the
manor,
night,
so
Grimmy's
you're
dead.
not on the map.
Yeah.
Too found it.
So I mentioned
Didn't
before,
she?
the note for the manor is all the details about the manor, the people, in the place
Yeah, I know.
to
It's
easily
very,
find
very
it.
exhaustive thing. It's very cool.
But you
Um,
know how when we met Luthien, it was like in the streets of was it Waterdeep? I think it was
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
It was
Um,
Waterdeep.
and how it was the wrong place at the wrong time, and
yeah,
we got ambushed by some vampires and non-vampires that were like vampires in training.
yeah,
Um, so we had a Jiangxi come and come to the manor and basically be like, "Hey, you have a debt to me. You can send me just 4 adventurers because you're running like an adventurers guild. You can send me 4 adventurers, and I'll consider your
Replace the people
debt."
we killed, basically.
Yeah, to replace the people that we killed. And I'm gonna
So
be
he's
honest,
a little pissed at us, and we definitely owe him,
Okay.
or he's just being obnoxious, and he thinks we're
well,
going to pay him.
In his
he does
mind,
it
we
in
owe
like
him.
a yeah, we owe him, and in his mind, like we showed that we are powerful, and so it's like a sign of respect to somebody else who has power that he is
Yeah.
coming and peacefully talking to us first.
Instead of just wiping us
Um,
out. Because in his mind,
Ah,
he
okay. So
thinks
he,
that
he
we.
he realizes that there's value to us, and it not in his best
Well, there's
interest
a
to.
value to us, but also we are still very insignificant. So there is.
I
He
see. Well,
recognizes that we
it's a
have
vampire. You
power.
got to expect that. They're always so full of themselves.
Exactly. Think of. Yeah, full of themselves. That's what I was looking for. So. He's basically out of a common courtesy, but I will still wipe you off the face of this planet. No problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
But keep in
but
mind
I
that
we
do
were
want to
like,
regardless of
point
how
hey,
out.
powerful
Oh,
he is, there's
sorry.
somebody else that's
Sorry.
more powerful than him too.
So a couple things about this. First of all, before I clarify a couple things, Josh Watma is in the chat. Welcome. He is
What's
the
up?
amazing
Welcome.
artist who does all of this stuff, and has so when we get to depending on the direction you head, the map that we'll be using, I was able to do because of the stuff he has taught me how to do on his
Awesome.
Saturday show. He's amazing, and I'm a little nervous knowing he's watching us. He's an awesome guy. But yes, here's your creepy
Welcome.
visitor. And
VIP.
to clarify, this is for lack of a better word, is a cultural thing. You all incurred a debt with him, and so he tried at the inn to let you know, hey, you have a debt you owe me. You need to come back and repay it. And
Didn't he
when
do
that
that by
didn't
doing
work,
something super vague though? He like
he did that by
like
placing
left a
flowers
waffle in the toaster or something.
No, he placed like flowers in front of our doors. I still have them,
correct. And if you
like
had
dried
known
roses.
what that meant, then you would know that meant that you were in debt to somebody.
Wind
But-
cultures assume other cultures.
Yeah,
And so when that didn't work, he then came to you to say, "Hey, you still owe me this debt." And then he was, so now you guys have a 10-day or 10-day, whatever it is, I forget. It's in the calendar to repay the debt, and if you don't, then he will proceed from there. But
And
he
basically,
has done
the
what he has
other.
done out of the culture that he comes from.
Okay.
Right.
And then
So
he wants
he's not
to.
necessarily being a dick per se. He's just following what would normally happen.
Yeah.
In
And
his. Yeah.
understandably so. We didn't feel too great about just giving him people.
Yeah.
And so we asked what else we could do to settle that debt.
He
And
wants
said
a
that
heart, right?
a basilisk heart.
I was gonna say a manticore, and that wasn't right in my
Yeah,
head.
we
Does
talked
that
about
mean if
manticores
we
earlier.
kill him, that we have to avoid our eyes from his the only thing that we have to burn?
What?
What?
For vampires, you gotta cut off the head and burn the body type of thing.
We don't know about this one specifically.
How do you
Luthien
not
was
know
the
this
only
stuff?
one. Well, I don't know if it is in D&D form, but like the only thing Luthien knows of these vampires, but she doesn't have a lot of knowledge of them.
Yeah.
Her,
But
she
I mean,
remembers
so,
that
there's always somebody stronger than they are, and possibly somebody stronger than they are. So
she
we don't
remembered
want to
that with these vampires, they're repelled by a ringing bell and a
Yeah.
mirror.
And she doesn't know
She
whether
doesn't
it
because of
is
the bachelor's
truly like it actually works or if it's a myth. So then we're like, we're gonna go get some, cause it doesn't hurt to have some bells around the house anyway. Right? Yeah, I thought
Really?
we talked about doing that anyways, even if it doesn't actually work. But she doesn't know if it's a myth or a legend,
But I
or
mean,
if it.
that would stem from the basilisk's heart, wouldn't it?
Well,
Oh no, the
he
heart is
wants the
something else.
basilisk heart. He would
Yeah.
consider that or the four adventurers.
That's how
and he
we
gave us a
repay the debt.
box that we can put the heart in. But at the end of the session, we came to a consensus that, hey, they have more vampires in Waterdeep. We should go back there and do some research, find somebody that knows more about vampires, or even go to like the city guard and tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
And,
And we
like,
talked to
we kind of
Adabra.
decided like, yeah, this is a place that we could probably find a lot of the things that we need. So that's
So we also went and talked to Adabra, and Adabra, based off her knowledge, said that a basilisk heart could be used to reverse petrification. And then it could also, I don't remember, it could be used to like summon something, but I don't remember what it was.
like a cockatoo or something like that. That stupid bird thing.
Oh, that
because-
the ugly faced bird. Yes. But yeah, so
It's interesting though that you got a vampire that is utilizing things that are usually they're very much against, like mirrors and somebody else having their heart or whatever. New image, nothing. Anyway, so I mean, it's good that I mean, obviously, I keep forgetting her name, Abracadabra.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I knew she would be knowledgeable, but it's also interesting that the people in town would have that kind of knowledge. It does seem like it's a little bit.
but that's what
backwater.
we're finding out is if the people in Waterdeep
So the water's
have
running
any
deep.
information. Because
Water's running deep
in
in
your
Bandit.
guys' library, there wasn't enough information to be able to research anything further than the basics.
yeah.
And
our
talking with
library
a
is
dog,
like
Really
right?
interesting
4
that they
bookshelves.
had.
So.
Yeah, and so Luthien had suggested talking to Adabra, but then also going somewhere to a bigger city to like do more research on it. So that's I think we're all planning on heading to Waterdeep. Is I think where we left off, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Scrambles thinks that because they're in Waterdeep, Waterdeep has a vampire problem. He thinks maybe local people have run into vampires Or maybe they're harassing everybody because this fucking guy doesn't know how to deal with normal people. He's just showing up talking about blood oaths and secret fucking acts and all sorts of dumb shit that
Yeah, I
nobody
mean,
else knows
yeah,
about.
vampires have a wide because of their wide variety or whatever of qualities of life and intelligence. You always get the
Yeah,
bullies and you get the super duper smart people and
did you
To
learn
be
that while
fair,
blacksmithing with dwarves? Because Scrambles doesn't know shit about vampires. All he knows is a bunch of vampires tried to fight him, and now they want money and basilisk hearts and fucking people as sacrifices. Scrambles doesn't give a shit.
Scrambles is
well,
like,
you have
screw
to realize
your
you have a
culture,
little bit
I
of a
don't
different
care.
demeanor when you have a flowing cape and all the other stuff that's happening with your
Oh, I
body.
threatened this guy with everything I had, and he didn't even flinch. So
Nah, nah,
he
didn't
thinks
give a rat.
whoever he thinks he
Because I
thinks
have
he's
the
better than Rakdos.
wands of
So
bird call. That's why.
we used the wand of bird
When
calls last week and made a turkey noise. It
Because
was
we
not
didn't have
effective.
any
you got to get
chicken.
something better than that.
It was not effective.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we needed, but we needed something. Anyway, so yeah, we're headed to Waterdeep.
Well, we made
Okay.
the turkey noise because we were going
Okay.
to uh, uh, uh,
We're going to
we
the
were staying
cave
with the
that Kurt Grimmy was
goblins,
at.
and there were goblins that
Yeah,
were
they're making
outside
rooster
making
noises.
chicken noises,
Yeah.
and we made noises back,
We
and
did.
then threw rocks at them.
Yes. Very successful campaign.
So remind me
Fine.
where Waterdeep is in relationship in the land.
It's a town we just came from. It's north of us. If you're
It's
Okay.
looking at the
where
map, it's north of us.
It's where
A few days ride, I
Circle
think.
is from. It's where after we were
The
fighting
Dungeon of the
for
Mad Mage
Rakdos.
is in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So it's past Neverwinter.
mm,
I don't know. I don't
well,
really
I
know.
have the map. So somewhere here.
I only have 3 things saved in my hotkey, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not showing on my map.
Anyway, so how are we going to get there? Are we going to walk? Are we going to take the wagon that I bought? Do we want to bring people with us? What do you
I
guys
would,
think?
considering we only have 10 days, I would like to get there as fast as possible, and whatever the fastest means it is, I say we take that route. Because we want to find out about these vampires and things, but also we should probably also be looking for a potential basilisk. I don't know why that's such a hard word for me today. Heart, in case we need to actually just
Yeah.
throw it at him.
Right. Right. We should become prepared.
Well,
So
I think we should get
I'm
one, period. It might be nice.
Yeah,
Because
and
if
one
he
of the
wants it,
things
it's for something really crazy, so I think we should get one for something crazy. What if we have a crazy magic spell that needs a basilisk card? Or
Right. Right.
sure.
and I
And we
will
could use
say
it as a weapon
it,
too. Put it inside one of our lanterns and just lift up the thing.
I don't know if that's how it works, but maybe.
I don't know anything about basilisks
Scrambles knows almost
in
nothing about
D&D.
them.
So I got no clue, friends, what this is used for. But Luthien wants to take the fastest route, whether it's straight horseback,
So correct me if I'm
whether
wrong. I have that crazy wagon that I bought to come back down here with. If we take a wagon, some of us can sleep in the wagon while some of us drive the wagon, meaning that we would theoretically not have to stop except for like
plus the
feeding our
bathroom
horses
horses.
breaks.
also need to like
Yeah.
rest.
And
It would be
are we
faster
thinking
than
about
walking. Is that accurate or
taking
no?
any of our people from our all of our businesses?
Horses are not able to go 24 hours a day. Horses have to rest.
No, I'm saying I have
Okay.
two mules or an ox and a mule. I don't remember what I bought, but I bought an ox and a mule, I think it was, to pull that giant wagon thing I bought to come down here.
Well, but then you need to have the ox or the mule rest
So they
while the
cannot
other
go
one's
24,
pulling.
is what you're saying. It's not
Yes.
specifically horses, it's all animals. Is that what you're saying, DM?
Correct.
Thank you.
Yes, you can push them probably for about 24 hours, but then they would die from
Okay.
exhaustion.
I mean,
That's
we could
pretty cheap, though.
also use the druid.
That's true.
Call
We do
Manticore
have a
and
druid.
have us airlift
What?
there.
I do have an elk form. Do I even have a horse form? Now I'm curious. I don't
Or
even
like
know
an
what.
ox
I've lost track what
or
forms I have. I would
Okay.
think I would have an ox form or something, but also like
So is it faster to traverse on foot or via wagon as the DM? Because I do not know.
It's about the same because you're on roads,
Oh,
but the biggest difference is if we get into a fight, you are all rested and have you haven't been riding all day.
yeah.
You're ready to go and fresh
Okay.
and clean as a whistle.
Well, yeah, and I
Whereas
bought that giant
when you're
fucking wagon,
walking all
so
day, you're walking all day. So
yeah, you're carrying your own shit, all that kind of stuff.
right.
Okay, cool.
You
I
can
think we
also
should take the
probably
giant wagon
hook
I
up with a
bought.
caravan again and see if, at least from Neverwinter north, if not from Phandalin,
What the
um,
heck?
you
Yeah.
can. There are other options you can look into.
But
All right, so
it seems to me like
it's
it seems to me the determining factor is going to be what supplies. Do we need a lot of supplies, or can we get by without too much
I
stuff?
I would think if because we're going from a town to a town, we can pack light. We're not backpacking
Yeah.
and
And
like
Toggin
rugged terrain.
can also
Luthien,
reliably get
yeah.
food and water for everybody.
I'm gonna say
From my
Luthien
background.
and Toggin could
Okay.
probably both
So then,
easily track
so have
stuff
we
down to
decided
you.
if we're going to be using any of our specialties of the people that we have in our manor and the other stores and stuff?
No, I think we should leave the people in the village here.
I would like to keep this place as well fortified as possible too, especially if we know there's a vampire. Kind of.
You want to keep it as
We
fortified or not?
where who knows where we live?
But I'm just saying, like some of our people have really some cool stuff that they know about. So maybe it's just let's not just write them off immediately.
I agree. But we hired them to do stuff at the house, so they need to be here. Like, we need a cook, we need a chef, we need a guard, we need all that stuff to be here. In the
But
future, if
we've
we have like
also
explorers and stuff, we should take those guys with us for sure. If we have adventurers staying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you never know what one of our people, one of those guys could, like, become one of
Who,
our dudes, and hey, we
I
got something going on. You
guess
want to join us?
Yeah,
my question is, who do you have in mind? Like, if you're wanting to bring or like have somebody come, do you have somebody specific in mind, or are you just asking in general?
I'm just asking in general. I just we have so many people. I don't recall. I know some of the people in the various places uh, had some cool things that they did well,
That's true. I think
and
Luthien would be more
we have
comfortable.
such good backup systems. I think in all of them that they can get we will get by successfully with if they're gone for a couple weeks or whatever. So I'm just wanting to make sure we don't just run off without thinking about that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think in the future
Well,
that's
hey,
probably a good idea.
we could
Yeah.
ask Chef Cracker to pack us some lunches for the first day.
so
Little sandwiches.
about this time, um, so rap on the door, and Mr. Emerald steps in again. Where's the notes character?
There's a creepy guy in the library. I love how that's just all the context we got from that. Like, he
I mean, was he wrong?
was not wrong, but it was still funny. I gotta go check on my dog. I'll be back.
Here he is. So Mr. Emerald steps in and says, "Pardon me, sir. There's a gnome from Nomengard here to see you. Should I let him in or have him wait?"
Yeah, go ahead and let him in.
Jackson's going to be like hanging out,
Right.
looking casual, but at the ready.
So if you look at the map,
Which map?
Nomengard is down here. It was one of the first things you guys ever did.
Yeah, weren't they bitching about the dragon at the time?
Yeah.
No. Hardin Wester asked you to go there and procure a magic item to help against the dragon.
That
Right,
was the
right.
one with like the weird kill hallway, correct?
And so if you click on the little
Like, are you
pin,
talking about the one with like the ballista that was like down the hallway that was shooting at us?
I remember there was like an
No.
empty
No,
city or
it's
something. Is
something
that the
else.
same
It's
place
something
or no?
else.
Oh, okay.
So if you click on a little pin, you'll see it's a little blurb
Oh
that
my god.
I put in there for what Nomengard is. There were two kings there. One of them was nuts and had ended up had. It turned out that one of them had captured, the other one had him kept. There were some mimics in there that had turned and eaten some of the gnomes. So you guys did two things. You rescued King Nerkly, and you stopped King Korboz's madness, and killed the. That was one thing, and then the second thing was you killed the mimics and rescued them, and they're the ones who
Yeah.
gave you the wand of pyrotechnics
Oh yeah, they gave us some nice
and the
stuff. If I remember correctly.
clockwork amulet.
Oh, yes, I remember them. Okay.
There, the waterfall leads up to them and stuff.
Hmm.
So that's Nomagard. All right, so you said let him in.
Yeah, go ahead and let him in.
Okay.
I'm utilizing my good sense of awareness and sort of stuff. So
Sorry, I'm rejoining. Fantasy Grounds kicked me.
All right, so he comes in.
insight, perception, and thievery tools. Holy crap!
You see he is sweaty. It's clear he's been walking for a ways, and he sort of does a little bow. Mantha's connecting, so everything pauses while we wait for that to finish loading.
He has a bow at you. I do a bow back.
Tagan is sitting in the armchair.
How can we help you?
Lounging even.
I'm waiting for her to log on so I can see. Here we go. There we go. Need to make some rolls.
98's not good, people. Oh, it doesn't matter if you're looking for voices.
All right, so he bows and
Hello.
I am Norkel from Normangard. I have a request from the kings for the group now known as the Scrambled Eggs.
Okay. All right. Is it a written request, or how can we help the kings? Scrambled eggs are happy to assist them.
It is not a written request. Has been some strange activity, and we feel that Nomengard may be in danger. And if you come and find out what is happening and what I'm moving stuff on the stream. There we go. Then and he pulls out these three little sheets of paper. Who wants to take them?
I will take them and hand them the token.
Tagan will read them.
Scrambles doesn't do the reading.
Yeah,
Right.
he'll read them for
Just-
Scrambles.
I don't like being handed stuff.
The
I'll take
keys
them.
have authorized gift of one of these things.
The gift of one of these things. Scrubbles laughs. Okay. Just gonna take a shot in the dark. Do you happen to know what it is? Oh, those pieces of paper. Say what they are. Never mind. Forget I asked.
Are you
When you
wearing
ask
your,
a
all your,
stupid
your
question that
regalia?
immediately gets you answered, it's fine.
Are you wearing all your regalia and whatnot when you're
Oh,
inside
yeah.
hanging?
Yeah. No, I got dressed for the day and came in. So Scrambles Scrambles will. I don't know. He's gonna step forward and then he's gonna say, your problem in Nomengard, it wouldn't happen to be a basilisk, would it?
God, that would be
You
great
know,
Convenient.
just
timing,
a
I guess.
vague question here.
I do
Just
not
Very
know
wondering.
great.
all of the specifics, but no.
Oh, okay.
Vanguard.
Did you have any questions about these three objects?
I assume
Yeah.
it's on the papers
Is it
that
on
Talgin was given.
papers?
All they are
It's Scribbles.
pictures.
Scribbles did ask out loud.
Okay.
What are
Oh,
these things?
the necklace thing looks
Toggin
like it's
will
calendar,
say,
one calendar.
actually, does he recognize what any of those are?
No.
Okay. Toggen's just gonna say, I do not know what these are. What are they?
So the gnome looks. That amulet there has to do with like if you want to go to the plane of fire or water
Shit.
or travel somewhere that lets you
That's
do
all.
that.
It's wildly different things.
That those manacles are magic manacles that no one can get out of,
Okay.
and
Chinese finger trap.
the horn is a it makes a really loud noise and hurts people and makes their ears bleed and heads explode and stuff.
Oh, that's sick.
That sounds special. And you can use the rod of immobility and the headshots together.
Heck yeah, you could. Okay.
But
Sweet.
the keys
Yeah.
will tell you all you need to know. I did not work on these, so I don't know.
Okay.
I am a scout.
So are we killing the messenger, or are we gonna like invite him in for a meet or something?
What? Are we gonna kill the gnome? No.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Really,
Um,
kill the messenger? That's just a standard.
Oh, kill the messenger. I see. Yeah, this is smart. We have pressing matters already. Let me take a moment to discuss this with my compatrons.
And you guys do know
get back to
that
you.
Nomengard is
On the way?
No.
no, if you look at the
Oh.
map,
It's the opposite direction, unfortunately.
about
Yeah.
12, 15 miles away.
Mm.
Yeah, we can easily make it a day.
How far
So
can
early.
one travel in a day?
Average speed is between 3 and 4 miles an hour.
Oh, an hour.
So we'll get there in like 4
So
hours.
we can get there. Okay. We can get there in one day. If the amulet has properties that helps one travel, we may be able to use it to get to Waterdeep.
Yeah. Also,
But
Nomengard
he-
might have a teleporter that just takes us to Waterdeep. You never know.
Is the gnome still in the room?
Yes, unless you because nobody's asked him to leave. He's sort of
Does-
standing there and he's adjusting his backpack.
Let's chill.
I don't remember what his name was. Hey, does
Norkel.
Nomengard have a teleporter?
No, not that I know of. We are not great mages or anything like that. We are tinkerers and crafters.
Scrambles, I don't think they have teleporter.
They have kings, okay? So I'm not gonna put anything past them. Alright. Okay, well, what time is it? It's early in the morning, so
It's about 7.
Yeah, it's like early,
7 a.m.
early.
You guys haven't even eaten
Uh,
breakfast yet.
yeah. Let me and my friends talk about this over breakfast, and we'll come back to you. Feel free to join us for breakfast if you'd like. Food here is delicious.
Very well. Where would I put my stuff?
It depends. Did you want to stay the night, or did you want to return to Nomengard with us? Potentially. If you want to stay the
I'll be
night, you just get a
returning to
room.
Nomengard, yes.
Okay. You can just leave your stuff.
You may leave it in here, and we can lock the door behind it to keep it
Sure.
Or
safe.
you could give it to Mr. Emerald and he could
Oh
take it
shit! Yeah,
somewhere
we could.
safe. We
Oh
have a
shit!
butler, guys. You mean
You
like the
also
obvious
have
answer is to give
Like
it
a
to the
bunch of
butler?
like
you have 2
maids and
rooms
stuff.
for people to stay in, too, with
Yeah, we run
chests and stuff.
we run the motel,
Anywho, so
the
yeah,
motel scrambled eggs.
So he'll drop his pack and make sure his lantern is off and set his walking stick down. Sort of stretch. You hear creaking and bones cracking as he stretches.
that's hardcore.
Or he's just old and got a bad back, because that's me every day.
Well, I think
that
he
wasn't what I
just
meant.
traveled a lot today.
Yeah.
I meant to
Alright,
do
so you guys
insight.
go to breakfast.
Was it meat and boar steak?
So, do we want to do this Nomengard thing, get some cool stuff, and then go to the Waterdeep, or do we want to say screw the Nomengard people and just go off to
No,
Waterdeep?
we gotta help them out.
Uh,
They're our neighbors. My opinion.
It seems to be an issue we may be able to solve in 1 or 2 days.
if we don't think
And
it'll
how
take
long
up much
did?
time.
How many days did we say that it would take to get it to Waterdeep?
I don't know. Waterdeep is far away. I can't even see
Yeah,
it on
I
the map.
know. I think he said it was like a week or something.
Correct.
Which,
It's
that's
about a
all.
week. 3 to 5
That's
days.
all.
5 to 7 days. I forget exactly. I'd have to look.
Okay.
Waterdeep
Well,
is
we
far away.
have 10 days before we have to have a
And you
basilisk
guys are
heart in
scoffing
the
at
Uh-huh.
my
house.
catering idea.
How many?
So it'll be a day to get
All
there.
he
Some of the
wants you to
problems
do is put it in a
theoretically.
box. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
has nothing.
Wherever it
He
is.
never mentioned Waterdeep at all.
No.
But we wanted to get to Waterdeep to get like a second opinion, a third
'cause
opinion, because we've already
Nobody
asked
knows
Adaba.
where. Nobody even knows where a basilisk card is. We don't know anybody in town who knows where that would be. So our next best step would be a larger city, Neverwinter or Waterdeep, and Neverwinter is on the way. So, yeah. I mean,
I guess we could go to Neverwinter and see if there's anything to learn from there.
I agree. It's on the way. We
But we
should
should
definitely
also
stop
Yeah.
in
to
Neverwinter.
Adabra. She
We
can
asked
also
her.
do some
We already
scrying or
talked to
something.
Dabra.
We talked to her already. She didn't know where it was at.
Oh, okay.
Um. So Scramble says it's never a bad idea to help out the
yeah.
gnomes.
No. I don't. Yeah, I
Tell me, do you
agree.
speak Gnomish?
No, but if I wanted to, one that only speaks Gnomish could understand me.
Oh, yeah. Clam cracker.
I say because I have a spell for that, but I don't
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
the language.
The gnomes
Right,
and the
right.
dwarves.
You still have it turned on.
Yes, because I turned it on when the vampire came, and I don't know how long ago that was.
Okay.
Not very long ago. The gnomes and the dwarves are very good people to have in your corner. So
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should at least go see what the problem is. If this is a problem that can be resolved quickly, great. If not, we can give them a better timeline.
Okay.
Alright. I do
It's
not
only a day's ride
have
out of the
much
way.
experience with gnomes or dwarves, so I will take word for it.
Gnomes and dwarves make everything that's nice. The elves do a pretty good job, but gnomes and dwarves make very good practical armor and weapons and things. And
So
I have a lot of
Crunchy is in charge of
Leon?
breakfast.
Is Leon, is that
Are
how
we
you
sure?
pronounce it, a bigger town?
Bigger
Luthien just
than what?
wants.
It's bigger than Vandalin, yes, but not by much.
Okay, so Neverwinter and like Waterdeep are considered like
Yes, they are
large
much, much
Like
settlements.
bigger.
large cities.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a city, man.
Mm, okay.
What's? I'm sorry, you were saying something about Crunchy made breakfast.
Yeah, Crunchy's in charge of breakfast. Cracker, Chef Cracker does not normally do breakfast. He normally handles mostly dinner, but on occasion he'll do lunch. But usually dinner is his forte,
Just make sure he washes his hands a lot.
and lets his staff take care of breakfast. Breakfast is usually not that. It's not that complicated.
Man, looking back on it, I still love how we were like, yeah, we need to hire a cook, and then we hired like all three
All three of them.
applicants. And we're like, yeah, so this is the head chef, and these two also do cooking.
And good food is essential, man.
All right,
All
so you
right.
guys are gonna head toward Nomigard.
Yes.
Yes.
We let
Mhm.
the
Okay.
gnome know that we're gonna head towards Nomengard, and
This is not
we'll
something
take.
you want to take the wagon on with.
Because we don't have roads.
Wouldn't hurt.
No, I think he's saying we can't.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You could try.
No.
It would
No.
slow you down considerably.
Do any of you guys have horses, or is it
I
just
do.
my character?
I'm
No.
taking Nightmare.
So you have two
Okay.
mounts. You need to, and are
Cause
you going to keep them both, or are you going to set one free, or sell one, or what are you doing with? Because you can't ride both at the same time.
We just have one at the manor.
who are you
Who are you
talking
talking
to?
to?
I'm talking to Luthien, the only one who has two mounts.
Yeah, I was like, I
Oh,
have one down.
I was gonna say, as of right now, Firefoot's been in the stables. I know that because the last time they were there, she was still working with Runejin on being able to ride him. So if we're short a mount, she'll let whoever ride Firefoot if they'd like to.
Who's
Um,
Firefoot?
her
Our
horse.
horse.
Have we seen this horse?
Yes.
Does it have flaming
If
feet?
if you go to
No.
the stables, you can.
'Cause I don't remember. I didn't know you had a horse at all. I thought you just had the wolf.
I have my wolf, but I have my horse from
From before she had the wolf.
before I had the wolf. I bought a horse at some point.
Like now you're just
Um,
making shit up.
so well,
Look,
it
man,
was
I
from
was
a
there
different
for
campaign,
it.
and so that horse has been brought over. The reason why it's
Oh.
Firefoot is another reference.
Doesn't have feet made of fire.
No, he does not have fire feet. But, anyways, if we need another mount, he has a horse. If not, she's leaving him at the stables at the manor. 'Cause I know in
so-
Scrambles you said you have a horse. I don't
Yeah.
know. Toggin said he doesn't. I
Toggin
don't know
does
about
not.
Jackson.
I don't know if Jackson does.
I
Might
don't
be
want
a
to walk
good-
because I'm lazy,
On the horse and move on.
so I'll take the horse.
I'm
I'll
just
take
thinking
one.
speed wise, even we might get there
So
faster. I don't know
Scrambles
how.
can take Nightmare because it's magical, and it can
Yep.
support him.
Yeah, I
Um,
can.
Firefoot, if Toggin rides Firefoot, he's not going to last the full day. He'll become exhausted.
I
Jackson
guess, yeah,
can ride
Toggin's
Firefoot
big.
just fine.
I think we need to get a draft horse or something for Toggin.
Can we bring him without having to ride
Look,
him? Like
Toggin
fast?
has Toggin could he
Into a
has
gas. I can put it in a
polymorph.
jar.
You could put me in a jar, actually.
You're
Splash
also used to
potion
walking, so
of.
you can walk pretty much
You
as
could
fast
just
as a
walk.
horse.
Exactly.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I'm good with
sprint
that.
off on my horse. I just don't want to walk. Scrambles is lazy as shit.
Yeah, I'm used to walking then. I can just walk.
So you notice right away that Scramble's horse, as you guys are getting ready to leave, is undead.
Mm-hmm.
Is a skeletal horse.
Right.
Yeah,
And
his
it's
name is
really
Nightmare,
cool.
and he's fucking hardcore.
All right, and so you guys head out. Give me survival checks, or whoever is going to do the survival
Yeah,
check.
I think we decided
Somebody
Luthien has
should
the
help
best survival.
Luthien.
I was gonna say, I think we determined last time that I'm the highest in survival.
Here, Scrambles, you help Luthien,
Okay,
and then Toggin will just roll and see which of us does better.
sounds good. I will
I'll
help
roll with
him.
advantage. I love that for us. Good job.
Hey, yo.
Between the two of us, we get there.
Well, see, like you're like looking like at the horizon and stuff, and Toggin is like close. Well, not really
Well,
closer
has
to the ground,
Toggin
but he's looking
been
at
there
where his
before
feet go.
too? Because that's what I
No,
was
he
more
hasn't been
thinking.
there before.
Okay,
But
he's got
Scrambles
a
has it. He
better
can show you guys how to get there.
idea of the geography. Thank you,
Yeah,
of
good.
the area around. Geology is also a thing, but now I don't know what it is right now.
Geology is the
Study of
study of
rocks.
rocks.
Yeah,
So why
rock
Cool.
don't both
study.
of you roll?
I don't know.
You said
I
give me
didn't roll.
survival checks, plural.
Okay.
Feel left out now.
That's not even survival.
I didn't say it was. It just I got to roll. The cool dice.
Now we all did
All
it.
right. So Scrambles, give me a percentile.
Gotcha. 50 then.
All right,
Almost
so
even.
Almost nice.
you're able to to get your stuff together, eat relatively quickly, get on the road by a little after 8,
On the
and
road again.
On the road again.
That was fast for us.
Yeah. Look, man, when Scramble said that, like, when he's here, he doesn't normally get up till, like, what, 10? Is what
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah, sleep the fuck in.
Like,
is
as late
today.
as he can while still getting breakfast.
all right, so you get there right at noon.
The crack of noon.
Is one of you letting? Is actually it would be Jackson. Jackson, are you letting the gnome ride with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say I would be sticking with him anyway. He's. Excuse me.
As the only person on a normal horse.
Nightmare's normal if you live in a
He's
terrible
If you-
kindred
deathscape.
sort of with dwarves and stuff. So I was going to say before you even said anything that yeah I would probably hang out with him.
I'm just updating the calendar. And there you go. So for questions like travel and things, you can look at the calendar. If you click under tools, it's the same section as the combat tracker. And you'll see that there are little tick marks, little red dots for each day. And if you click on it, it'll tell you what they did each day. Now the problem is, right now, you would have to go back to 1623. And can you do that from here? Let's see. All logs.
If you click all logs, you can.
There you go. So you can go to all logs, look at last month, which would be Night Hall. Go. So for example, on the 27th of Night Hall, that's when you left Neverwinter. So 22nd.
Is Nighthall the sister town Fucketall?
24. Caravan. Yeah, so you left
It
on the
was a good joke.
24th of Nighthall and headed south, and then you guys arrived in Neverwinter on the um uh you arrived in Phandalin on the 28th, so it took you 4 days. To get from Phandalin from Waterdeep to Phandalin. Okay, but it only took you just under 4 hours to get to
Oh my god.
Nomengard.
Garden gnome.
And you are led into the courtroom.
Scrambles, if there's any like etiquette stuff that you think Taga needs to know, you should probably tell him now.
They don't like it when you
You've
talk
been here
about how
before.
short they are.
So King Nurkly is there.
Okay.
And
It's like we're specifically compiling the group to make them feel short.
yeah,
Lucy-
it says,
Lucian's tall for an elf, but she's still the shortest one there, and it makes me laugh.
he says, "Hello, welcome, Sir Scrambles and Jackson. Welcome back. I see you have made new friends and gotten rid of the trash that used to hang out with you."
Poor Godden.
Bows in a little bit of respect, not saying anything.
Okay. There it is. So, we have need of your help again if you have the time. There have been... Our scouts have heard 2 explosions to the east. And as they have searched the mountain area, they have seen some smoke coming from the mountains that they have never seen before. They found a large crater at the base of the mountain. So we, as far as we can tell, we think something high atop the mountain is making this large crater with some sort of exploding thing. So we would like you to go see what it is and see if it poses any threat to us.
I mean, a scouting mission doesn't seem that bad. That definitely seems like something we could do for you. If we do that, we get to keep these cool magic things.
One of, if I remember correctly.
Don't say that.
Yes, there are 3 items that we can acquire. One is the... Oh, hold on a second. I gotta pull this back up. Here it is. The Amulet of the Plains, the Dimensional Shackles, and the Horn of Blasting are the 3 options that you have to choose from, and we would be willing to give you one of them if you are able to determine what it is that's causing this, what causes the crater, and what's causing the smoke from the mountain.
Okay. And if we solve it, do we get the other 2 things?
No, you're getting one of the 3.
Okay. So I go up there, I say, hey, I found the problem, I get 1 thing. I go up there, I find the problem, I solve the problem, I get 1 thing? Is that what you're saying?
Seems like you're saying the same thing.
No.
If you
no,
find
I'm
out
not.
what the problem is,
Yes.
we will give you one of these items.
Okay. And if I fix the problem, do I get the other 2 items?
No.
Do we have you? Do you have your
Okay.
plan to try
Then
to-
yeah, we'll go find out what the problem is.
What were you saying, Jackson?
I'm saying that do we have the carte blanche to assess the situation and take action as well, or are we just reconnaissance?
Why would we take action?
Basically,
Yes,
he's
you should. You are great adventurers and much more powerful than us here. So I know that you will do what needs to be done.
Except that
We have no army. We have no way of protecting ourselves if this is a some sort of attack on us.
was this the place that we kind of was kind of like changing hands all the time?
No.
No, this is the one with the crazy dudes who are in charge, and they had we fought a mimic in here too. There was a stupid little mimic thing, and it was dumb, but it was fun. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll go look and see what it is. I mean, it can't hurt to check it out, right, guys?
Right.
Worst case scenario, we get something cool for going to figure out what it is.
Okay, I can think of many worse scenarios, but yes, let us go.
I'm talking over here being a realist, lame.
Look, man, Hagen heard smoke from the mountains, and his mind thinks dragon.
Dragon.
So,
Yeah, but if it's a
Well,
dragon, we just go, oh, cool, there's a dragon over there. We come back and
and
say,
then
hey,
we
it's a
kill it.
dragon. And we get our cool item, because that's all they want us
If
to
it's
do.
not a dragon, then okay, we can take care of this for you.
No,
Maybe.
no, when
Depends
he's
on what
when
it
he's
is.
Yeah, if it's
yeah.
something
all the
easy.
changes into your head, man.
What if it's two dragons?
Oh gosh.
One of them caused the crater, one of them caused the smoke.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh gosh.
One of them fell into the crater, that's why the other one's causing the smoke.
Yeah, one of them was drunk flying.
I'm willing to help. Scrambles, I look around at the group, and as long as I'm not getting any vigorous head back and forth no shakings, yes, the scrambled eggs will help you. We'll go try to identify what it is and possibly handle it, depending on what it is.
Is that the official term? Back and forth, no head shakings.
That's what shaking your head no looks like.
Oh,
I don't like speaking for everyone, but also I want to do stuff, so I'm kind of going to talk for everybody unless somebody looks like they don't agree with what I'm saying.
Hey guys. Yeah, remember we still have cold weather clothing, so if you left that somewhere in your inventory, remember to
I'm pretty sure I sold mine. I
put
do have
that
my nice
on.
blanket,
Bag
though.
of holding, guys. Bag of holding.
Yeah.
I would assume Luthion's prepped for cold weather. She's been doing a lot of exploration.
All right.
I used to live in the mountains, and I've got cold weather clothing too.
All right. So you start.
So we'll take off immediately.
All right. So you guys eat some lunch, and we'll then head out. Let's see.
As soon as we're not around gnomes,
Okay.
like we're out of the gnome place and we're headed there, I'm like, he did ask for two different things, right?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. He said we should go look at it and we get a thing, or we can figure it out and solve the problem and we get a thing.
I will say before we leave.
secretly toss a little stone at him.
What?
I guess. I'm gonna
You
shoot
throw
like
a rock at the
spitball
gnome?
you to annoy you.
No, I genuinely. I don't know. Maybe Micah is confused because it sounds like he said, "Hey, there's a fire on the hill. Go figure out what caused the fire." I say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's what he
cool.
said.
There's a brush fire. It started because someone threw a cigarette out the window. That's different than tracking down the person who threw the cigarette out the window that caused the brush fire."
Yes, I
But
agree.
he wants us to do both things and is promising
have
us one
integrity,
either
dude.
way.
Like some
Right?
of us do.
What?
We have integrity, man. We know what to do when we got to do it.
Yeah, but what if we can't? Like, what if we get there and we can't handle it?
When we go and report it, it's all good.
Yeah, but I want to make sure I get my thing either way.
All right.
Yes.
Communication
yes,
was
Micah,
not his
I
strong
think I
front.
Duly
understand.
noted.
I think I know what you're talking about, and yes, to me it sounds like they just want to know what it is and if it is a problem.
Yeah,
In my
he's assuming
opinion.
we'll take care of it, but that's not what he asked for.
Yep.
That's fine. Yeah, we can handle whatever it is, probably. We'll find out. D&D's a big place.
It is. I'd like to think though that our DM is not trying to do a PTK. TPK?
He asked us
TPK.
earlier
He
if we were fine with
Runners.
all dying. So
Oh, well, I'm
Okay, that
not.
was in the
So?
Dungeon of the Mad Mage, so a little
yeah,
bit
but that
different.
wasn't like hey, you're in the dungeon, you could die. That was, hey, if you do something and you're gonna die, do you want to let you die or
yes,
not let you die?
and I will
And we
let you
said,
know,
let us
especially if you're
die.
traveling across the country, when you're traveling outside, you could run into anything from a single
That's what I'm saying. The
kobold
D&D, yeah,
running around being stupid to an ancient red dragon
yeah, it's an encounter table.
because it's outside.
Yeah,
Now, if you go to something particular that I send you to, while you're there, typically it's going to be scaled to you. But
thing we can manage.
traveling to and from, you guys can run. You never
Yeah.
have, but you can. Just whether you know, it is
Yeah,
possible. Um,
you can run if you're a little biatch.
that's right. All right,
Dungeon
so
little bitches, but we're
the
not little
scouts will
bitches.
show you a little bit of what they have. It is not very detailed. It is not very good, but they show
Just
you
not
where
running a
some of the
dragon.
mountains are, where the hills and the mountains meet, where some of the watering holes are, where there's some water coming out of the mountain in a couple different areas where you can stop and rest and refill your water skins and things like that.
Cool. And Toggin remembers that because that's from my background that I remember maps good.
All right, so I need another survival check. Single survival check from whoever is leading the group.
Luthien, roll that with
Lane has the best
advantage
stealth.
because
Let's
we're
have her do it.
helping you.
Dang, these
You gotta
guys.
get better at rolling.
Okay.
See, here's the thing. Last week I was on the numbers, but so this week it's just not happening.
19 is still damn good. You have
It
a
is.
Yeah,
plus
true.
It's
8.
not the worst. It's just
Yep, it
not
is
the
very good.
greatest either.
All right, so
Well,
it's just Starfinder 1. I'm looking for the. I don't see it. Somewhere I have a DM screen that tells you the scale for your levels. Um, for your level, off the top of my head, it's about, if I'm remembering correctly, a easy check is like 10 and above, and then medium check is up to 15, and a hard check is up to like 19 or 20. So, for your level, you're getting close. When you hit 10, it'll go up a notch, but the point is 19 is a very good roll. All right, so you get there, you see this crater in the ground, and you see some small pieces of metal as well around within this crater that have sort of embedded themselves in it. What do you want to do?
I will chuck a piece of metal to Jackson and I'll say, hey, what type of metal is this? I'll toss it to him.
Oh yeah, he's a lesbian. Oh gosh.
I need to take a little time to look at that better.
This is
All right, so this is
the hard kind.
all misshapen and burnt. So you're not really sure what type it is. You think that it's definitely been worked. So it's not like a natural rock or mineral shard. You
They're not
think
excavating.
this was an object of some kind that exploded.
And then it was that for what blown out, or that was what was used to blow.
I don't understand what you're asking.
Like if we found a shard of something natural, or did we find the dynamite?
You found a
What you're
shard.
holding is a worked piece of metal that has been exploded.
Ah, okay. So now we're dealing with some manipulations.
Scrambles is going to look around the exploded area to see
Okay.
if there's any big holes or like animal tracks or like a trudge? Not a trudge. That's not a word.
So that would be
No,
survival.
trudge is a word.
I'll
Like a
give you
big smudge mark,
so
like where they move like
survival
a
if
body
you're
or
looking
something.
for tracks.
Yes.
Investigation if you want to know more about the hole itself.
No, I don't know. I'll go survival.
Jackson, Jackson, just spend some time looking at the metal again for the object.
You see some burn marks and some you think is a large footprint.
Hey, Taugen, come take a look at this. What kind of animal do you think this is from? I'll
Toggen
call
wants to
Taugen over
go
because I
and
know
try to
Taugen knows
take a
more.
look.
I keep rolling insight and it keeps coming up history.
They're
Cool.
right next to each other, so you're probably
Yeah,
grabbing
yeah.
the wrong one. There you
Yeah,
go.
but take that 20 on history instead, or that 20 on history from
He
before.
just got a 20 on insight, so
Okay, yeah. There you go.
All right, so I need a roll from you, Toggin, if you're going to be looking at the tracks.
well,
It's not too bad.
it's slightly better than
It's a large.
Scrambles.
You look. See, it looks like the side of a large boot, and
Is it a
And
boat?
by large, how large are you talking? Like,
it's the only one you see, so it's hard to tell. You'd have to find some more to compare. It's not a full print.
but is it
Mm. Is it
like
basketball
my
big?
foot, or is it a I could lay down in this track
How
kind
many
of thing?
clines tall is this foot?
How many feet long
It is
might this
as
foot
at least
be?
as big as Toggin's foot,
Hmm,
Okay,
if not
that's
is
bigger.
what I'm talking about.
that is a large foot indeed. I think you all have
And
small
there are
feet,
some burn
but
marks that look like they're making a pattern, but you're not sure what's going on with that.
I don't know what type of animal would have that big of a foot. I'm gonna look around. Are elephants like in this area?
It's
I
not
don't
a
think so.
very
no.
big. What?
You saw an elephant in Waterdeep.
Yeah, that's the only animal I've seen that's big enough to do something like this. Hmm.
Could it be giant or something? No.
Aren't you a giant?
I am Goliath. These very
Oh,
different things.
Yeah,
Not
that's
really.
okay.
He's part.
size,
He
not
is
not just
giant
position.
kin. Yes.
Yeah, he's giant kin, but like he thinks that they're really different because he's
Scrambles
not that.
doesn't know the difference at all. So he said, "Oh, okay, I didn't know there
Yeah,
was a difference.
it's like if I
They're
was
both
like,
giant."
"Hey, aren't you a cow?"
No, I know the difference. I know the difference. Scrambles doesn't. That's why
Yeah,
he asked you, "Wait, aren't you a giant?" And
yeah,
you're like,
exactly.
"No, I'm way different." And I went, "Oh shit, maybe it's way different now." Okay. Well, Luthien, you seem to be pretty good at track and stuff. Do you think you could find the rest of the tracks for this, or do you think we should even bother? Or should we try to check out the hole? What do you guys
I'm
think?
sorry, I just got back. I heard as I was coming back. What are we doing? What am I
I
looking at?
found a giant footprint, and I'm asking you if you'll continue to
And
look
burn
for other
marks.
giant footprint and burn marks in the area, because Talgan and I can't find anything else, or if you think it's worth tracking, or do you know what it's from? Just kind of investigate it with us, but
I
using
do. Yeah, I'll do a. Do I need to do a nature check to figure out what it is?
No survival.
Oh, survival. Okay, I'll do a survival check. If not, I know at one
You
point I was training Rundren to track. Would you say he's efficient at that at this point?
Yes, Rundin is if you know if you're trying to track something. Yes. All right. So
Okay.
between the two of you, Rundin goes and finds stuff and uh, Luthien. Yeah. So give me a. Gee, this would be either Arcana, Religion, or History.
Go to history.
Connor, religion, history. All of them. It doesn't really matter. So I guess I'll do history. Curry.
Okay.
And all of them are the exact same.
So Rindon does not like the burn marks as he's sort of hackles raised. He's sniffing and sniffing around
Yeah,
them.
use my inspiration to reroll that.
You can.
Yeah.
Please
What's that
do.
for? Does doing a cool cartwheel help Scrambles know anything more about this?
No, but it would help. It would boost morale. Go ahead and do it.
Scrambles
Are
does a
you
cool.
kidding me? Oh my god. It was gonna be a freaking 9.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
rolled a 26 for cartwhole. Okay.
Yeah, that would.
Nice.
Okay, so you have to give us the
I do
picture
a
though.
sick ass cartwheel.
Brambles cartwheel,
Nice.
like she's so impressed that she just like forgets her entire frame.
No, fuck that. I'll
And
give you my inspiration. You can re-roll because that cartwheel was so fucking cool. So
It was
Scrambles
so
is gonna
dope
give
that
Rit,
you did
just give it
that.
the yeah.
so freaking
Why
awesome.
don't you give us a visual of what you would look like with all your stuff on doing that?
So he doesn't do a cartwheel. He does like, well, it looks like a cartwheel, but he's not using his arms. It's got a name for it.
I know it's when your arms are like crossed over when you. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
It's really fucking sick looking. I saw a chick do it once and it blew my mind. But yeah, basically like it's like a cartwheel where your legs fan out, but you don't. You just throw yourself into like a aggressive front flip that fans your legs out, and his cape is kind of billowing behind him. It's super sick looking. Everyone's blown away with how cool it is because I rolled a fucking 26.
So Luthien
Luthien is
and
blown
Rinjin,
away.
you search around. You find another print, and you realize this is a boot print, which you already knew, but it's probably half again to double Toggen's foot.
Scrambles is smelling some of the burns and he goes, "Oh, I think these are hellhound burns."
Oh shit.
We
Toggin was next to you, like he had like he took like a pinch of it and like smudged it on his fingers and smelled it and like put like a little dab of his finger on his tongue to see if there was like something that he could figure out about the scent.
And
And
Yeah.
while he's doing that, like his finger is touching his tongue, you're like, oh, these are hellhound.
Wouldn't a tiefling that has a lot of history knowledge know something about this?
Well, we saw some in
No.
hell, and I'm a studier of Rakdos,
Yes.
so they're very demony and evil. So I'm pretty sure these are from hellhounds. I don't know if I've ever seen one besides when we were in hell. I think we walked by a couple of them, but I've never
Correct.
ran into one personally.
Correct.
Tiefling and I know history. Just saying.
But this is like really strange, like evil type of dogs. They hang out in hell and they
I
they
bow to
have
your expertise
masters.
here.
They have masters and things like that. So
Oh, really? That's cool.
yeah,
Did-
somebody is in control of these, which is probably the owner of that giant boot print.
So,
And so now we go back to Nomengard and we're like, hey, it's hellhounds.
Yep,
Bye.
we get a free item and then we run away.
They also asked you to check out why this mountain is smoking. I
Hellhounds.
need, who's
Definitely something I think we can handle.
let me know your. Let me see. All right. Perception 15, 18, 14, 14. Okay. So, Luthien, you see this flaming, looks like a ball off in the distance as it starts to go and it comes flying down, slams into the ground, and you all hear this explosion. What the heck was that? That was a weak explosion. Try it again. That's a little better.
I have
As
soundscape on.
and the you can see it's probably a mile, quarter mile. I mean, anywhere from a mile to half a mile toward the mountain.
Yeah.
You all heard the explosion.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to go into my echo form and fly up in the air and take a look at that? See if maybe I can see something with my cool echo sight.
Well,
You
I
didn't
could
see
just shape
anything. You just heard it.
change.
Yeah, but if I fly up
Uh,
into the air
I
like
think we're gonna
30
have to
feet, maybe I
investigate
could look
anyway.
around, get a bird's eye view.
or you could
Yeah.
get an actual bird.
I don't have a bird.
No, but I can be a bird.
Oh, I was just about to be like, I could use a 4th level spell slot to turn you into a bird.
Bruh,
We have
I'm a
the wand
flipping
of bird call.
druid.
Do you
To
have to
be
use
fair,
spell slots
I
or
don't
no?
shape change very often. I have a slot. Do you want me to scout? I'll scout.
I'm saying I can do it without using a spell slot.
Yeah.
If
If
you
you
want
don't,
to.
I'm saying I don't
I
care. Go for it,
Or you
bird
can,
boy.
all three of you can go and meet back.
Yeah.
Somebody can find it.
Hey, I could turn you into a
And Luthien
gas
hasn't
and you
told
could
you
float
anything,
up.
so
Yeah,
none of you know where it is
I
except
have no
Luthien.
idea.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you
that's an
said we all
important
heard the
aspect.
explosion.
No, Luthien heard the explosion.
No, you all heard it. She saw
Oh,
it.
saw it.
She's the only one who
Luthien.
saw where it was.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
magical then.
No, no, no. It's
No,
just
she
she
just has
had
the
she
highest
happened to have the
perception.
highest perception.
Okay.
Luthien will point it out. Um, it was just a big flaming ball. That's what I saw.
Yep, trailing smoke.
Meteor. What killed the dinosaurs? Luthien will definitely point out the general direction. Like, can she tell how far, like, away it exploded? And does she have a
Up to
guess?
a mile away. Between a half mile and a mile away.
Half mile and
Let's
a mile
just
away.
sneak in and do our investigation, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Scrambles is going to sit down, cross his legs, close his eyes, and then my
Hey, how
avatar will just float up into the air.
Okay.
And I'm going to float it up 60 feet.
Okay?
Do I see, and I'm going to spin it in a circle slowly. Do I see anything crazy?
you flying in the air?
I'm not flying, I'm sitting on the ground.
But somebody can't see you. They were looking up in the sky.
Nope, they could definitely see it.
Yeah.
It is not invisible.
does
It can go
echo.
up to 1,000 feet
Alright, so give
before
me
it's
a
destroyed.
perception check. Alright,
Okay.
so Luthien, Talgan, what are you guys doing? Jackson, what are you doing?
I'm reading the spell real quick.
I will
Look,
do my
man.
usual of keeping an eye on things. You know,
Toggin is trying to figure out what he knows about hellhounds. He figures that Scrambles and Luthien have the scouting done. So he's trying to figure out what he knows about hellhounds. And
Well,
I
you
mostly
see
want to
the
know
echo.
whether or not they're beasts.
Yeah, you can see the echo come out of Scrambles and then start slowly ascending up into the sky.
Oh no, there
Scrambles.
goes Scramble
Don't go into the
Soul!
light!
Luthien, I have not used this spell because we just got to that level when I grabbed this spell. Luthien is going to sit down, cross her legs, and I'm going to cast Commune with Nature.
Alright, so share it. Click the little. There you go.
what did she share? Or he?
Commune with nature.
Alright, so what 3 facts of your choice do you want to know?
So I'm assuming I would know at least hellhounds are a fey, fiend, elemental, or undead, right? Like,
Why?
Hmm?
Why would you know that? They're not a natural creature.
Well, I just told everybody that I saw some in hell,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
and that I'm
So-
aware of them because I worship Rakdos, who is an evil god. So I have to assume.
And with your 6 history, 5 history, for a total of
That's
7.
fair.
No, you don't remember.
That's fair. Alright, Luthien will want to know prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples. Uh, Influence from other planes of existence. I was reading plants of existence, and I was like, "What is this nonsense?
You're like,
Isn't
how
that the
is that
same
different?
thing? How? It's the same thing." Um. Yeah. Prevalent plants, minerals, animals. I gained 3 facts of my choice. Uh. Powerful celestial space being. So I guess I have to narrow down the
All
facts.
right.
So she
So oh, you were just listing them off. So what are the three that you want again?
influence from other planes of existence,
Okay.
powerful celestial space fiends, elementals, or undead, and then prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
Okay. So
And I did
give
mark
me a
off my spell
percentile.
slot. Okay.
That
So if you're,
Hey, could be worse.
you can know those. I can give you those information, but what you're looking for specifically would more than likely be the terrain and bodies of water because you want to know where this thing hit. Because this thing, unless it's a powerful fiend, or celestial, or elemental, or undead, uh,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
wouldn't
Then
if you're specifically trying to find information about that. If you're just looking wanting to know the general information, then that's
okay. So let's do terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, all of that, and
okay.
then powerful celestial space beings, elementals.
All right. So you do not detect any of the celestials, phase, fiends, or elementals or undead. Nothing
Okay.
powerful enough to trigger this spell is around. Um,
Okay.
the you do look if you look at the overhead Phandalin map, that gives you the general idea. You're at the base of a mountain range. There are some hills to the direct west, and mountains to the north of you as well. You're sort of in a pocket of mountains. Um, there are some. I don't know if I should give this to you or not, but there are some natural caverns within the mountains as well. Peoples.
And in caves and other
The
natural
king told us
underground
that already, though.
settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. So I can see that if there are any, I just can't see how deep they go.
Right. As I said, there are natural caves and caverns within the mountains. And you do find that this thing is about 3/4 of a mile almost directly to the south. It is very unnatural uh, and has caused a lot of damage.
Okay. Is that a quarter of a mile?
3/4 of a mile.
3/4 of a mile. Okay. To the south.
All right. And at first, you don't see anything. Scrambles. But after a couple minutes, you do start seeing a little bit of smoke coming up way to the southeast.
okay. I don't see any giant person trotting around with hellhounds.
No.
Okay.
You sound very disappointed.
I was hoping I
Darn!
would see what it was.
All right. And talking,
will.
I'll go ahead. Do you have anything with you? Any kind of paperwork? Any kind of notes, books? Anything that you can research?
Got my book about poisons. Let me look if I've got anything else.
Because otherwise, I'm just taking your initial roll.
Initial roll for what?
What history or whatever it is you roll.
I
Actually,
didn't
you
roll
haven't
that.
done one yet, so go ahead and do a either history, arcana, or religion. So you are pretty sure these the and I closed them. Um, that the hellhounds are fiends.
Good to know. Fiends are not friends.
Beans are not bread. They're food.
Yeah. Out here silently, like, marking off, okay, cannot use my ring of animal friendship on them. Just thought I'd check. Like before I tried. So.
So this is an interesting picture I found. You guys may have to run into them at some
What
point.
the fuck? So
Oh
like
my
a
god.
grasshopper wolf.
Those are terrifying and I hate them.
Wolf hoppers.
Wolf hoppers make sense.
There's claws, fangs, and what's that called? Appendage, not appendage,
I
but
will say the word
mandible.
hound
And
is in its name. Yes.
The duck. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. But that's not a hellhound.
Hopper hounds.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
So I will come down and let everybody know that we need to head southeast. It's where the smoke is coming from, or the fire is coming from, or whatever I saw. And I think we should head that way.
Do I know how big this mass is, like based off of the amount of damage around it?
Not not with your commune spell. It would be. It's definitely bigger than the crater you're at.
Okay.
You're you.
you played
It doesn't matter. So you know that it pierced the ground, and you're guessing it's about 90 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Crater.
I'm mostly just trying to think. I'm thinking if something threw it or a magic spell did it, then based on the size, that's a pretty big thing. Um, if it was thrown, and if it was not thrown, then yeah. I had a train of thought with that. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, continue. There was a train. I swear.
All right, so are you all going there, or is somebody scouting, or you guys have thrown up a couple different ideas? So I just want to make sure I'm not railroading you on something you don't want to do.
I can almost go there the whole way with my Echo Avatar. He said it's a
Yeah.
quarter mile away. I can pretty
What
much
end?
get
Quarters of
there.
a mile.
I'm sorry, 3/4 or a quarter?
Three
Three
quarters.
quarters.
Almost
Three,
a
Oh,
mile.
4.
so almost a whole mile away.
Toggin, if we are gonna start moving, Toggin's just picking scrambles up and taking him with us.
Oh no, I come back down. I've come back down and told
Oh,
everybody
okay,
which
okay.
direction to go because I flew up in the air.
Gotcha. I thought you were still scouting. I'm like, well,
Nope.
I mean, keep him with us.
Just leave them. They'll be fine. Hey, didn't you learn anything from Avatar? You don't move the body.
Look,
I don't know.
we actually haven't tried moving Shambles' body while he's been out, but I'm sure it's fine.
Turns out his soul gets lost in the void, and we've never seen Scrambles again.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break. When we get back from the break, you guys can tell me what you're doing.
Okay.
10 minutes, guys. Alrighty, we have returned. It is that time. Let's move. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I think we're gonna head towards the direction of the smoke that I called out, southeast. And just keep an eye out.
Okay. Wow, that's cool. Okay. Trying to juggle all these windows. Alright, so as you get closer, close. You see this thick yellow smoke rising up in a column. And all of a sudden you see these bunch of crows flying away from where the smoke was. They look to be a couple 100 feet away from the smoke.
Would you say it's a murder of crows?
It is a
It
murder
does
of
say
crows.
that in the text.
Yeah, but I didn't read the text.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Mantha does.
Alright.
Can Toggin use like his alchemical knowledge to like figure out like what might be burning to make yellow smoke?
Sulfur.
You can give me a
He has
herbalism
herbalism.
kit check. Or herbalism check.
If you guys want, I can just take my echo out. Zip over there.
You know, there are a couple different minerals that will do that. Not a whole lot of plants. So you're guessing it has something to do with some sort of mineral.
Did Luthien end up doing the commune that tells there are significant minerals nearby?
Oh, I don't remember. There was a lot of stuff in there. Hold
It
on.
doesn't tell you. I mean,
Prevalent plants, minerals, animals, and
it's
people.
not important to this particular what's happening.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It scrambles. The question came up. If you are out of body doing scouting, can we
Yeah.
move you? Or will you, like, die?
You can move me, yes. Doesn't say it requires concentration anywhere. So go for it. You could try.
Alright, it's good to know.
Like, huh, can we do that?
It just says I'm
Interesting.
blind. I'm blind and deafened, so I cannot hear and I cannot see. But if you slump me over the back of the horse and lead the horse, I could do that. I couldn't ride a
Makes
horse
sense.
because I don't think you could ride a horse whilst deafened and blinded. But if someone was leading it, I think I could be slung over the seat.
Well, or yeah, or the horse. Just tie him down. It'll be
Oh, it's
fine.
fine, I'm walking anyway.
Alright, so you guys
Sure.
approaching it, continuing to
Yeah,
approach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want me to use the
continue.
echo or no? Because Talion just asked.
I don't think we should.
Oh, no, it just came up earlier, and then you talked about the echo again, and I wanted to know for sure whether or not
Because
that would kill
we
you.
were wondering if we could actually move you.
I'm okay with
Luthien,
us just walking.
Okay.
Over there.
Luthien, I like to say for the back of Luthien has her staff out and her shield equipped.
Okay. Alright, so you have to go around this small outcropping and you work your way around and you come upon a switch windows on me. Stop. Yep. You see this large crater. There's trees and upturned soil, heaps all around it. This noxious white and yellow gas rises up from it. You also see, as you get closer, there are these twisting, glowing metal, and your eyes are already starting to burn, and your nose is starting to run a little bit from this thing.
It was a bomb.
You
Basically,
think
what that has
it's
a
pleasant
gaseous
to look at
release, a gas bomb, maybe. I don't know. Never mind.
We don't have any kind of gas mask, so it's going to be really difficult to deal with this.
We have blankets that we could wrap
Other
around
ways
our
to go.
faces.
I'm wearing
I mean,
goggles,
right
so
now,
my eyes
Toggin
will
and
be okay,
Scrambles
but
are wearing
mouth.
goggles.
Yeah, the mouth part's going to be, breathing is going to be difficult.
You can make a makeshift mask with cloth and such.
Hold on. Yeah.
It's not ideal, but it's better than inhaling it all in.
I agree. All right, so Scrambles will take his cloak out, pull it over his mouth, kind of like a vampire, and hold it. Start walking towards the mystery.
All right, so let me. I forgot to ask. Did you, because it was so close, did you leave your mounts at Nomengard, or did you take your mounts with you?
Oh no, I took my mount with me.
I guess we never
Are
did
you
determine.
sure? We
Yeah.
might be climbing a mountain here, guys.
It's
Yeah,
a horse.
Yeah.
I might not ride it up a mountain, but I'll
I guess
just drag it
did
alongside me.
Jackson bring
Well, I mean,
my horse?
it's not completely foolproof for the horse, so I think he's right. It's
Did Jackson? Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I have no expertise in this matter, so you guys are more knowledgeable about horses. So
Toggin
why?
might recommend against it simply because the cold weather is not suitable for horses.
There you go. So we made a decision. Let's move on. Yay.
All right, so Jackson is not riding his. Are
No.
you riding Rinden?
Luthie's probably not riding him at this point because she got off of him to commune with nature, and she's
Okay.
just walking now.
So he's
Scrambles
with
is on
you.
horse.
He is with me though.
Okay.
All right. So we do have a horse then. It's been decided we have one.
I'm bringing
Well,
my
we
horse.
have.
I was the first
Yeah.
person to decide.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right then. If
All
everybody's
right, there
like
you go.
pushing towards that, then yeah, let's just go. Because
No,
I really don't have
nobody
any.
is pushing toward it. Scrambles rode it. Toggin said no.
Luthien
Okay.
just has Rundren because he's there, like he's useful.
He is
Well,
also
I'll
like
leave
a
my horse
snow
with.
wolf.
I'll leave
So-
my horse as well.
Is there snow?
Um,
Has there been snow mentioned? I don't remember.
There is snow on the
Alright.
We're
mountains.
going
Yes.
up a mountain.
Top of the
Are
mountain.
we
there
in
is.
the mountain? On the top of the mountain. Okay. Then yes.
Well- On the ridges up, but yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
We're at the base of the mountain.
Micah, are you able to see the map?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So, because you are on Nightmare, that is where you are. When you dismount, then I'll add your token.
Sounds good.
What
I
are you
forget
doing?
what is the
You guys,
speed of a horse.
What are you walking?
I think it's double a person's
Nightmare
height.
is speed is 60, but
Cool.
again, you wouldn't be racing ahead of everybody. I would presume you're walking with everybody.
Yes, I'm just
Yeah.
asking. You put me on a horse, so I'm saying how fast can a horse run if I need to run on a horse? That's all. I also want to be
Yeah.
on a horse, so that's good. Cool. I don't know what that is. Is there any kind of hill in front of us or anything, or no? This rock is casting a shadow.
There's a large rock, and
I'm gonna go
then a
around the
giant
rock.
crater. If you cannot see the crater, you should zoom out.
I'm gonna go around the rock, guys, to make sure there's nothing waiting behind it. If I see anything, I'll let you know.
You're gonna
Twice like a
physically go
barn
though,
owl.
right?
I'm sorry, what, Jackson?
You're gonna physically go, right? You're not gonna do the echo.
No, I'm physically on the horse going.
Okay. Did you just mention something about your echo?
Yes, I could use the echo. We decided not to do it as a group.
No, I meant just right now.
Nope,
Okay.
not at all. So here's my thing with the echo out of game. I think it's kind of like a boring game hack cheat. It lets you do a lot of things that are wild and OP, and it lets you take away a lot of fun out of D&D. Like, I could just put myself on the back of the horse and we could have a 1,000-foot buffer at all times. But I think that's boring, so I don't use it unless like everybody's like, hey, we should probably try that. So typically Scrambles will say something like, hey, do you want me to scout out with my echo? Because if not, then I'm just going to spend the whole game being a dick and
Walking around.
ruining all of the fun surprises,
Yeah.
right?
It's fair.
It's just not as fun if I just have a 1,000-foot buffer guard in front of us the whole game.
Well, I think it's different than having like a familiar, where the familiar you can see through them, but you can't use them necessarily. Like they can be useful, but not
Yeah.
in the way your echo is, which I understand and I appreciate that because
Yeah.
I sometimes like the surprises, even though they suck.
Yeah, exactly. So Scrambles is going to go around the rock and meet up with everybody at the crater, but I want to make sure there's nothing hiding behind this rock. So I will take off, and the goal is to meet you guys towards the crater.
Okay.
If I see something, I'll yell.
It's a Rocky talking, man. You don't have to yell.
Yeah, I like yelling.
That's valid,
It's a
I
part of my
feel that.
background. It's a part of my background. I'm a Rakdos
Oh,
cultist. I have a
Hold
flair
on a
for
second. I
them.
realized
Is
Jackson wasn't
Jackson
there.
gonna be on the map? Oh, yeah.
Oh, because he's not friendly. That's why.
Jackson was the enemy this entire time.
Yeah. We start walking towards the crater.
playing the
and
long game.
Jackson takes
I'm
like
still under
that
that.
shard of
I'm
metal
still
from
under that spell
earlier.
from way back when
Yeah.
that crippled me in the caves. That's what I'm under. It's just all it goes long term.
The little green feather on you.
My God. The fact that
He's
he
like,
kept that feather for so long. Ugh!
So dumb.
What was the feather?
It was just like a cursed feather. I don't even know what it did.
It made him like hungry all the time.
Oh, that's right.
And he like ate every time we took a
Constantly.
rest. He was like snacking while we were walking. Like he just like saw potions and just drank them immediately. Like
Basically, it
You
made him.
guys
So
know the feather was
that's
cursed though?
Scrambles. That
yes,
is
yeah,
Scrambles.
I have
Yeah.
remove curse. I cast it on him and then found out what the cursed thing was, and he's like, "Oh, but I like this feather. It's really pretty, don't you think?"
it
And
back
put it
on.
back on his head.
Which is kind of a gangster move. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, to
I feel
each
I've
All
their
right, so
heard
own.
it
Toggin
as a-
moved up. Everybody else move as you would.
Uh,
I just don't want to jump in
Friendly.
front of the DM.
yeah.
Yeah, just-
Luthien is checking, like, on Rundren to see if he's being affected at all by the fumes. Or if he's acting like it's just a smoky area.
Rindrin, as closer you get to the crater, yes, he's affected by it as much as you guys are.
Okay, I don't see anything.
There's nothing here, guys!
So I'll gallop back around with the horse. Meet back up. Right around here. I'll wait. I didn't see anything on the other side of that rock. Was there like a giant door or anything in the rock
No,
as I rode around it?
you did not check for secret doors, but you did not see any normal doors.
I did not check for secrets. That's correct. If there was a giant hole in the side of the rock or something, this weird pepperoni nipple hole. I'm gonna get a little closer. I'm gonna come to about here, and then I'm gonna dismount from Nightmare.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk in front of Nightmare over to here.
Oh, breathing sometimes it's hard. It's okay, guys.
If we had a big fishbowl, we could fill it with water and put it on my head, and I could use my breathe water potion. But we don't have a giant fishbowl.
Man,
So the
we
list
gotta
of
get
gear
a
to buy when you get
blast
back.
blower in town.
So,
Where did token go?
You're way up next to the crater.
All right, yeah, that's not where I'm supposed to be. My map is not working well. I'm not even on the map.
You're in front of Tolgan, like 2 squares.
Oh, I meant to be even with Toggin. Not 2 squares.
so go ahead and move yourself
correct.
back.
All right, because my. Here we go.
You can also click your token and then use the arrow buttons.
Yeah, but that would be dumb. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm doing it.
That's what it does.
There's no fun in that. It's better to keep your
Okay,
GM.
thank you. That's
your
where it's
GM
supposed to be. Thank you. At the moment that we are in this position.
That's right. The brave barbarian leading from the back. So you
Yeah.
guys,
Not leading.
He's always
As
ready
you
to
s-
rush into
I'm
combat.
protecting. Jesus, I'm a barbarian. I protect. So I'm
From the
the
back.
guard. So I'm in the back. Yeah,
He's protecting our rears, okay? It's fine.
exactly. I'm a reader man.
It's fine. I've got a great constitution. Talking keeps going forward.
Luthion's probably gonna stop there, where she is. Is there any odd, like, mineral composites or soil or things like that?
I don't understand the question. There's a huge explosion that has thrown grass and soil and everything around. So that is very odd. Yes. I don't understand what you're asking.
Like,
So
is there...
you're 40 feet away right now.
Okay, then I will get closer. I didn't realize I was that far. It is hard to tell.
So you cannot see the bottom, even though there is a large hole. You can't actually see it. I didn't want to go through all the trouble of trying to mask it, and it would just be a big giant black hole there and stuff. So I could have put a layer of fog and stuff, but there is a layer of fog there still, if you watch. But
I can see something moving a little bit
And it's cool.
but you do see
over
these.
the weird nipple hole.
So now that you can see some of these shards of metal are glowing red and twisting. They're all twisted and broken.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Why is my token fucking freaking out all the time here?
Here, I'll delete it and put it back on
Okay.
and see if that helps. I have no idea what you mean by freaking out. There you go.
It just. Okay, so I'm back on now. Nope. Okay, here we go. And. There you go. Let's try it.
Oops, I thought I got rid of the marker. There it is. Okay. Alright, it's talking. You're 10 feet away. Scrambles, you're about 10 feet away. Again, it's. Your eyes
Hard
are
to
watering. You're breathing in.
Luthien
What
will
is
probably tell Rendry to back up some. She doesn't want him around yet. Whatever it
All right,
is.
so give me either
what?
investigation. Actually, no, I think it'll be investigation or perception for Toggin and Scrambles. The rest of you guys are too far away to still see anything specific.
Well, I'm not. I'm also not in the same direction. I've been moving to the north as we're moving along. So am I seeing anything different to the north through whatever trees,
The,
whatever are there?
the rock is
No.
to your west.
The rock. Okay. So we're walking through, and I'm looking up this direction in where the stones are up above. Am I going to see something or whatever before? I mean, as I'm scouting, can I see what is going on there and continue
No,
through your
there's nothing
drawings here?
blocking your sight. There are no large trees. They've been knocked down.
Ah,
The only thing that's
okay,
blocking your sight is the rock,
Big
and you
ass
should be
boulder.
able to
okay.
tell that from the map itself, because there's
Yeah, it's got a
blackness behind
shadow.
the rock, because you
Yeah,
can't
I
see
haven't seen
behind it.
the rock.
Other than that, nothing. And then what's in the crater itself, you cannot see. Um,
Behind me is this a rock formation as well, though?
a single large rock. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
It's not just a rock, it's a boulder.
That is a nice boulder.
All right. So it may seem obvious, but that's what you see, Scrambles. Oh, that should be center.
Got it. Scrambles will point out. It seems like all the smoke is coming from the middle. Do I see any tracks? Like I saw at the other one? Near me?
No.
I don't see any tracks over here. Do you see any tracks over there, Taugen?
Probably not. So I'm gonna say no.
Toggin does not see any tracks.
Okay.
That
No.
would be.
Did
Uh,
wait? Sorry. Did Scramble say out loud that something's coming from the center?
Yes.
Yeah. I did.
Okay.
I said it seems like all the smoke and stuff is coming from the center.
Hold up. I'm going to I have the cloak that can change into other cloaks. It's gonna turn into like a long, like fabric cloak, and then I'm gonna wrap it around like my mouth and nose like a scarf.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I've been
And
doing,
then
What
like
is
a
your
vampire.
Constitution mod?
like a Dune
my
character, right?
Constitution mod is +4.
Okay. So you will suffocate in 4 minutes.
That's not that. That's not that. That's
That's not
forever in
very
D&D
long.
rounds. No, that's
Okay.
forever in D&D rounds.
D&D
Yeah.
rounds, yeah, it's
So
4
long in
rounds.
D&D rounds.
Yeah.
I know because I made a character centered around drowning people, and it takes so long to drown someone.
And then Toggin is gonna like look over at Scrambles, look back at Jackson, kind of glance at Luthien, back at Scrambles, and then he's gonna just start walking towards the center of the crater.
Fuck yeah,
Okay.
Scrambles joins in.
Well,
So,
I'll go
as
down.
is the nature of craters, it goes down.
Oh my
And
gosh.
as soon as you step in, you can only see about 15 feet around you. So, again, it's going to have to be theater of the mind. Scrambles and Toggin, as you get below this smoke and fog, you can't see each other.
Okay.
hey Scrambles, what direction are you in?
I'm over here, Taugen.
All right, and
Thank
what are
you.
the other two doing?
Can you show me the map again, please?
Super
Uh,
helpful as always.
Luthien is
Yeah,
gonna stay
I'm-
exactly where she's at, because she's like, if I need to haul their asses out, I'd like to be able to, like, prepare to haul their butts out.
Oh yeah,
So-
sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, she can She can wild shape.
Yes, but also it may or may not be more harmful for her to wild shape. But she'd also like to like tie a rope or something, maybe. Because she doesn't know how deep it is. She hasn't gone all the way over there. You guys haven't said anything, so she's like, I just want to make sure that they can get out if they need to get out.
Or we could just not go into the center.
That's where all the
Well,
smoke is
it's too
starting.
late. They're already gone. They've already done it. So
So
Okay.
we're hating ourselves.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to
Breathing
re-roll
in
that because I went in here knowing that I've got a +7 to my con saves.
Right. I mean, do what Scrambles does. Offer to do something, because this is not.
Fucking hell.
It's not the best way. I don't think.
Okay, whatever.
We're gonna- I was thinking
It's
of the
fine.
word that I want to say. Thank you.
We're good.
So then you asked me, what am I doing? I'm in formation. Man. We're walking down that way. We're going that way. I have my position in position. Let's do it.
Maybe if you have like a really long tube, we could breathe through it. You could hold the tube in the fresh air up there, and then we'll breathe through it.
Alright, so
Okay,
at
I
this
will
point,
say
Toggin
that air is
disappears.
not
You
very-
guys cannot see Toggin.
As in magically or in the smog?
In the
In
fog,
the
he's
smog.
See
gone.
him.
I just want to make sure we're clarifying that. Like a ghost in the night. Gone.
Scrambles yells out, "I'm going towards the smoke!"
Mantha, can you still see your token?
Say that again?
No, we cannot see
Mantha,
it.
do you see your token?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, and at this point, Scramble disappears.
Sick.
Christ. I guess we're going in, right?
It's not Christ, it's Scrambles.
No, don't go in.
Luthien she is gonna advise you to just wait, but you do whatever you want.
But we don't even know what's going on in there. Don't you want to investigate?
That's exactly why. That's the only reason why she's advising you to wait. But again, you can choose
My man!
whatever you want to do.
Okay,
Dude,
I
she's
didn't
gonna have to haul all 3 of us out.
didn't.
Probably, but it's
Well,
fine.
you poo-pooed
Alright, so
before
at this
when I
point,
was
Scrambles, you
staying
see this
guard,
large
so-
metal object on the ground. It's splayed out. I mean, you can see the map. You can zoom in if you can't tell what it looks like. But it's center, and then there's pieces that are coming out from it. You can just barely make it out.
Okay. Hey guys, there's a big metal thingy on the ground over here.
Cough, cough, cough.
I go walking towards it.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke it with my axe.
Go for it.
Alright, so this. Hold on. Alright, so Jackson, you're just standing on the edge.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my token to move right. Right. Yes.
So I have to share this with you by yourself. So give me just a second here. Copy. Paste. There you go, Scramble, since you're the only one there.
Hey guys, I'm at the bottom of the crater.
Cough, cough.
There's a
Can
bunch
Luthien-
of metal sunk into the ground.
Can Luthien hear what he's saying at all, or is
Yes.
this just going up
I'm
into the wind?
yelling real
Okay.
loud.
Hear it.
Well, I
You
wasn't
have the
sure.
walkie-talkie or not?
No, I'm
I
just
don't
yelling.
have a walkie-talkie, right?
I do
Luthien
have
doesn't
one.
have-
Isn't that-
But Luthien doesn't.
Looks like there's a tunnel. It's got a weird shape to it. And there's smoke coming from
I used the walkie-talkie and tell him to get out of there.
Alright, so Toggin, at this point you can see across to what he sees. You see him. He is at 7 o'clock from on the object.
Okay.
Scrambles, you see him at across the way. He is right there. My arrow is brown. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay,
Special arrow.
that's where Toggin is.
And
Yeah, I figured I failed my Constitution save, so he wouldn't know exactly where to be going. So he's finds your tunnel by accident.
So you guys guess the two of you are guessing you're about 20 feet down from the edge of the rim. Actually, I can do this too. Alt 20. 20. There you go. So now you don't have to guess.
the hole to this thing, how big would you say the hole is?
10 feet.
Jesus Christ.
10 feet. There's a big old 10-foot hole. I don't know if there's something inside of it or not, but I think this is where the trouble's coming from.
Are the fumes coming from the direction that Scrambles is in, or are they coming from the hole that
The
I am
hole.
into?
Did you read what I just sent you? The answer to
Yeah.
that question is the last two sentences.
Oh, okay.
Fumes are coming from the big hole.
No.
No.
Plumes are choking gas rise from its bowl.
An oddly shaped.
Hang on.
Well, the metal thing you are at is what it's coming from.
Oh, I thought that was the hole.
No.
It's a brazier. It's like a thing that has fire in it.
How big is it?
It's right there. About 5 feet across. And
Oh,
then
this
there's
thing?
things
I
sticking
fucking
out of it.
flipped this thing over.
Uh,
Is extremely hot.
Don't you have like a thing that gives you like a bunch of water or something? Or am I thinking about?
I used to have a bead
another...
of beer, but I sold my
Oh,
bead of
that's what
beer.
I'm thinking. Okay.
My beer bead.
thought I had something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the cloak. Actually, fuck it, I don't want to hurt the cloak of billing. How?
It's a magic item.
I mean, I'm just gonna fucking say fuck it, and I'm gonna try to shove it over, even if it is hot and it burns my hands. I want to flip it or tip it over so this thing stops pillowing out smoke
Okay,
everywhere.
I have a question here. I have sleep storm. Does it actually drop like water, or is it like a magical like freezing rain and sleet fall in a 20-foot tall cylinder? So hypothetically, I'm assuming this thing is on fire. Could she cast sleet storm
You know
and
nothing
potentially?
about this thing because they haven't said anything about any object in there. All you see is this smoke and gas. So you
Have
don't
it-
know that there's any object in there.
But can I hear
Um,
them? Because I thought Scrambles has been and Toggin have been yelling.
All he says
I
is there's a
haven't-
hole.
A big hole.
Okay.
And you haven't heard Toggin say anything, actually.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I wasn't sure. Sorry.
Toggin has a grappling hook that's attached to some rope. And he's gonna try to like see if he can get the hook like under one of the things that's splayed out to try to pull at it.
If I see Toggin trying to help me, I wait. And I will let
Yes,
Toggin try
he's
to help
trying
me
to help
flip it.
you.
All right, so Toggin, as you get close enough and you're starting to mess around with this thing, you see it's clearly magical. So you don't think tipping it over is going to do anything.
It will not stop if you dip it.
But it's a bowl shape. If you turn the bowl upside down, how does smoke come out from on top of it? Like when you snuff out a candle.
It is not like candle. It is like light spell, where
Okay.
you cannot snuff out.
Well, you know more about magic than I do, so I trust you.
Thankfully.
I don't think remove curse would work on that. So
All right, so I'm going to.
Can we pick it
Are
up and
either of you proficient in investigation? I was really
no.
hoping
No.
Jackson was, because this one time, the two skills we need are ones
No.
he tries to use all the time, but he's too much of a coward to go in here, so we can't use him.
I was advised not to. So
And
why don't
neither
we?
one of you are proficient in
Nope.
investigation.
Look, man,
So
this
Negative.
is why we
Yeah, I
couldn't
know.
find like any traps in the dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Oh my gosh, but my character is. My character wouldn't go in unless you were told to go in. And that's safe and okay to go in. They've just told me that there's a hole.
alright, so you guys are looking at this thing anyway, so I'm gonna still give it to you. Let's see if you can come up with it. It is not that hard of a check.
He says.
Let's check.
Come on, oh no,
The
not
answer's
that
no,
hard
Bob.
of a check.
No, Bob. We don't fucking know.
No, we don't fucking.
What is? We don't know.
Um,
What did
Price
we
is
not
wrong.
know?
And actually, that would have been at disadvantage talking because you're poisoned, but
oh, cool.
Price is
Um,
wrong.
4 is
I'm
good
poisoned.
enough.
We're doomed. It's fine.
Looks like some big magical bracer thing. I wonder if we can pull it out of here, Taugen. Do you have a rope we can tie to this thing? Oh, I have a rope I could tie to it.
That was a rope.
We all have ropes.
I tie a rope to one leg of it, and I carry the rope out.
I have.
I
you know which
can
way you're
make
going?
an antitoxin if whatever.
And I'll see you, Taugen, at the top.
So yes, talking actually, don't you have anti-poison stuff?
Yep, I have an antitoxin I can make.
See it topside.
So are
In
you
the
going to
middle
do so?
of the thing.
I will probably wait until I'm not breathing this in anymore. So, yeah, Toggin is going to help Scrambles, like by like pulling behind him on the
You
rope.
tied a rope to your other side, so just take your rope to the top with me and we'll pull it out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You tie the rope around it, and it lights on
Isn't
fire
it-
and burns up.
Isn't it like
Okay.
that's why I was putting the grappling hook
I have
under.
I have a
the
50-foot
leg.
rope, but it's hemp.
So is mine.
It is too hot.
I'm saying it's no point
Hmm.
in throwing it down. Polar collapsing. Does that be helpful?
No.
All right, so
Need a-
scrambles, you're
No,
out.
Chain.
I meant
Hold on.
that
Yes,
one.
I
I
got
meant
out.
the other one. I meant the other one, the rod of
Where
holding.
is scrambles? Here he is. Click. Click, click.
Throw,
Cough, cough,
throw a
dying.
rope away from the area.
I'm gonna move. Select. There we go. I got rid of everybody's conditions. So you're no longer 20 feet down. So he did tell you before that now that there's a brazier there. Luthien.
There's
A
a big
brazier.
brazier looking thing.
I should know what that word means, but my brain doesn't know what that
It's
means.
like
It's a bowl.
big
It's an oddly
cup
shaped bowl.
that holds fire normally.
It's like a fire pit.
A cauldron
Okay.
of
Okay. I need to use the burn. Oh, thank you. Yes, I did have the right thing in mind.
They can
Alrighty.
also be taller, and they can just be like a big, large bowl that you put coals in.
Okay,
There's
yeah,
lots of
okay.
different ways,
took a-
but that's what they
Took a
are.
picture of one of those yesterday.
Hey, Taugen, do you have Move Earth?
A voice comes from in the fog. No.
I think I've
It's
asked
also
it
too
like
big.
5 times. What is too big?
The
The
box
brazier?
and the brazier.
I don't know how much Move Earth does. I know it makes you make a big hole. You can just
right.
cover it with dirt.
So he's trying to
Okay,
get it to
what's-
come up
what's
or,
the-
or down.
Smother
What's
it
the
with
scale
dirt.
on
Is what
this
I mean.
thing?
You
It's
don't know.
pretty
You
big.
can't see it.
It's like 12, 15 feet from what I can tell. It's a pretty
I
big
have a
circle.
walkie-talkie. Why is this even a question?
I'm yelling it across to you. Because you can see
Either
me now.
way.
I don't know, it's
No,
bigger than me.
Ben was asking why. Anyway,
It's like 10, 12 feet across. From what I
That's
can tell, I don't know. I'm not
pretty
great
decent
at
size.
math.
And
It's
it's
pretty
not
big.
bolted down to the ground or nothing, as far
No,
as
it's
you can
just
see.
sitting there, and all the smoke is coming from it, and it's next to this big old hole.
It is also very hot.
Also, the tunnel is new. It's like a brand new tunnel. It's been dug deep into the ground, right near the center of the crater.
Ah, so obviously,
And
what
now
it's
that
some sort of a bomb or something, right? That's what this.
I don't know if it's a bomb or like a signal or what it is,
Just
but it's
why
there.
would it? Why would it spew out noxious gases if it's hanging out at a street corner directing traffic?
What do you
And
mean?
it
It's
just
like a
seems
flare.
not.
You can't breathe
It just,
flare dust in. It's really bad for you.
oh my god!
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
What?
I don't think it's a bomb.
What is it that you're planning on doing?
Me? I
Yes,
don't know. That's why I'm asking everybody. What do you think we should do? I think we should try and smother out the flare somehow. Bring shovels down there and throw dirt on it.
I'm assuming you're in dirt. That's could possibly do
Okay,
that.
I mostly just want to clarify. Are you saying this on the edge, or are we just talking about it? Because if
I'm
we're
on the
not,
edge.
We're just talking about.
You can
You know,
see
I'm
me.
down
I'm
on the
standing
edge.
right next to you guys. I'm 15 feet
okay,
away from
I
everyone.
have too many windows open, so I can't
Oh.
even see the map right now. So,
Taugen
oh
is
hey, look,
standing
there you
5
are.
feet from you. I am standing 15 feet away from you. Jackson's like 20. I think you guys should go down and look at it. It's not that bad. Just hold your breath. You can hold your breath for a very long time. It feels like forever.
I could try to
Feels
snuff it out
forever.
with a spell, but
Come on, man. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, move
had
wherever
the
you
did
are.
spell
did
that
Hagen mention at all that it's magical or anything?
Yes,
Whereas
Taugen told me it's magical. That's why I can't
yeah.
put it out, or I would have smothered it out myself.
I
But I
don't
think
think
maybe throwing dirt on it might work. I don't know.
I would think if it is
Do you have
magical.
I
Yeah,
think you
turn it
should go
on.
look at it.
I'm gonna turn
Stop
it on.
what's
thinking
Fine.
and go
what's
check.
that
Sur-
spell that
The
lets
surface.
you like remove magical effects that are happening?
Dispel magic.
Dispel magic. Hey Luthien, do you have dispel magic?
I don't think that's one my class can even have, but I do not know.
I don't know. It's not one that mine can, so I ask.
I don't.
So you're telling
Yeah.
me if I have a rock, we cast light on it, and I put that rock in my pocket, the light shines through my pocket.
No, the light spell specifically says that if it is covered, the light does not like shine through, but the light spell is still active on the item.
So why don't we just try to cover this thing up, smother out the fire, the
Oh, I
smoke?
can get it. Cool.
Awesome.
That
I don't
is
know.
a
I don't
very
I
think I have
also
a
think it
shovel.
might be helpful if you
good
two just went
spell.
down to look at it. You guys are better at investigating. Cough,
That'd be
cough.
lovely. I
But
will head down right away.
Perfect.
Right away.
Luthien will ask for Toggen's cloak because she doesn't have anything particularly usable to wrap around her face, and she will make a little face mask with the cloak.
Well, I'm going back down with you.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I think I have a blanket.
My inventory is a mess at this point. I don't have any of like the major essentials because I'm like
I have a set
I
of
just
I have
don't
a set
have it.
of common clothes. You can have my clothes,
Okay.
and I'm
Yeah,
not
he
wearing them. Surprisingly enough.
Considering we'll
No, because
grab
you're
the
wearing
shirt.
armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just reach into my bag and toss you out a pair of dirty old shorts that are minotaur sized
You
and a
have a
dirty
bedroll, Luthien.
minotaur shirt.
I do, yeah, actually looking at it. I was like trying to look through.
It's fine. He
Luthien,
tosses you his dirty
You
shirt,
also
and I
have
cast
traveler's clothes.
prestidigitation on it.
and she'll make a little cover for her face and mouth. Rimdrin, she's gonna tell her to stay there, and she will make her way down. I guess she'll probably follow Toggen if Toggen's going down too.
Grambles is going down also. He's gonna follow the footprints that he had from before in the dirt.
Cool.
It's right over here, guys.
Heading down there. Just move my token, please.
Gotcha. Making our way downtown.
Alrighty. I roll. Yeah. Cool.
You just roll for me.
I want to check if
So
there's any like
can I
writing on
do?
this thing. Oh, go
Is
ahead.
any
Can I
rolls right
do
now?
perception instead of investigation? Cause I am proficient in perception.
Sounds like a good plan.
No, because you can't see very well. Your eyes are watering. You can't see more than
Okay.
15 feet.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Before he rolls, I'm redeeming a little bit of help for Jackson, so he has a +2 to whatever investigation roll he makes.
Okay.
Can I look at it again
God,
now that I'm going down a second time? Is that a thing we can do?
I'm trying to
Keep
roll the dice.
investigating by
It's
going up and down.
know what's going on right now. Come on.
fuck
Hey!
yeah!
It's awesome, Jackson.
All
Nat
right.
20.
So I need a sleight of hand check from you, Jackson. Let
Okay.
me set the DC for you. So click the little button that says +2 next to your modifiers.
Okay, I don't have that button right now.
Okay, I'll just change the DC and make it
Yeah,
lower.
just
Okay,
yeah, just do that,
go
please.
ahead.
Okay, so
Damn, now that song is stuck in my head.
mine's okay.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Cause I need you, and I miss you.
Bruh.
Now
Did that
we
roll or not?
wonder
Yes, it rolled.
It rolled.
if
Okay.
a crater
Still,
fell from the sky.
what did I fucking get?
That's
I get.
You got a 5.
persuasion.
Can I
Roll a
use my
2 on the
inspiration to roll
dice.
again?
Yes, you can. So there you go.
Should I go ahead and do that?
Yep, I
Do it again.
push it to you.
Push to me. Okay, here we go. Come on, baby. All right. I see nothing whatsoever.
There you go. All right, so you
Beautiful.
succeeded. That's what you need. You need a 15. That's what you got. All right, so
Okay.
as you look at these different runes and things that are on it, you take out a knife and tink, 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 and you scrape off and alter some of the runes, and it fizzles, sparks a little bit, and then sputters out. And this is what you see. So you see that this is very superior metal work. And there's, looks like a combination of complex mechanisms, magic, and the number 14 is on the bottom of it.
14, huh?
And now you guys can get, so as the smoke slowly starts to dissipate and fade, now that the magical brazier's been disarmed, you guys can go ahead and give me another, let's see, it is a, here, click, there you go, everybody, click, click, boom.
Yeah. Doing it. Bam, killed it.
It's a loud ding. Is that for me?
Yes, on you as well. 2 of you got it anyway. So you guys see this large, just inside the hole, you see there's a piece of metal that's embedded in the crater wall.
Say that one more time. There's a what in
There's
the
a
wall?
large piece of metal embedded in the crater wall, as, as going down
Oh,
into the hole a little bit, and although it's warped a little bit from the heat, you see a wolf's head, and Scrambles, you
like bones or
recognized it
alive?
as a hellhound.
Yikes.
It's been imprinted into this metal, symbol of a hellhound head surrounded by flames.
So our perception would be that what?
It's a
The uses of things. Are we were the tracks of from that one that the dude turned magically or whatever he did to create this thing? Is it definitely the same wolf? Or the same tracks?
It is an imprint of a wolf head in the metal. It isn't somebody
Oh, I thought you said, okay.
I
stamped
think it.
stamped
Yeah.
their symbol in the metal, and
Okay.
the
All
symbol
right.
is a hellhound head surrounded by flames.
Oh, cool.
Whatever
And
that
my
is,
mistake.
I think I have paper. I'm gonna draw that. I'm gonna like write it down so that we can later ask or research it.
Okay,
Sounds
your
good to me.
paper starts to fold a little bit and start to turn dark around the edges as you quickly sketch it and put it away before it ignites. The hole is very, very hot. There's heat coming from the hole.
It's miserable. Toggin does not like the heat, guys.
Yeah.
And actually, I think he's going to.
You have cold weather gear on, you're fine.
Yeah, have cold weather gear. It's fine. I think he might go in the hole.
Okay?
Scramble sees you going
You
towards
see
the hole
his,
and goes, "There."
you can see it go slightly
Says what?
downward. Looks about 30 feet or so.
Can I yank that metal piece that looks like a hellhound out of the dirt or no?
I will remind
It's,
you that
it's
it's
extremely
really
hot
hot.
right now,
Yeah, how big
but
is
you
it? Is it
could
like
later.
manhole cover sized or how big is it?
Yeah, I would say it's about that. Well, a little bit smaller than that. It's probably 2 feet. And
Beach
again,
ball size?
it's not uniform because it's just a piece of metal that broke off. It's a fragment. All right, give me
Okay.
just a second here. Let me go click. Click. Dadgummit. Stop. Try it again. Selection
Jackson
mode.
sprints off into the
All
into the
four.
fog.
Control. Yes. Shift. Okay. Hold on. There we go. All right. Now is it working still? No. There we go. Selection mode.
All right. So wait, guys. I forgot to say the thing.
There you go. All right. So move over to the left. Zoom out. Whatever you need to do to see. You should be able to see yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the butthole of the hole.
Does anybody not see it?
I did not see it.
I
Give me a
see
moment.
it.
Okay. You can also look at the stream and see, get an idea of where you are, but it's straight to the left of where you
Yeah,
were.
straight-
So, or zoom out on your map, and you'll see yourself.
Yeah, there's like a weird squiggle next to the big square we were just in. That's how I found it. I zoomed out.
My computer is not happy right now, so I can't
Okay,
really do
close the
much.
map.
I tried that a couple times already.
So try it again. Close the map, and I will reshare it to you, and it'll be recentered on you
Okay,
when
good.
I share it. Okay,
Go ahead.
there. No, dadgummit. Stop. What is happening? Alright, hold on a second. The map's being weird.
Yep.
There we go. Boom. Now do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this object burned its way down through the ground, and you see it in front of you. Um, make sure I didn't miss anything. Here it is. All right, so it's, like I said, it goes down about 30 feet. There's intense heats making the walls themselves smoke a little bit. You see these roots from trees and plants are burning, and you can hear them snap and crackle every once in a while as they're burning. You see some shards of red hot metal coming from the floor and the ceiling. But at the end of the tunnel is this pit. Looks to be about 10, 12 feet around. And inside the pit is this huge metal ball. And the sides of the ball are contorted by the impact. And looks like you can see sort of the inside of this projectile. But again, the heat just makes it shimmer. It's like looking down a road on a hot summer day. So it shimmers a little bit because it's so hot.
Hey, aren't you fire resistant, Jackson? Can't you get near hot stuff? Be okay.
You have to ask the dungeon master, you know.
You're a dragonborn, aren't you? Or not
He's
I,
a
dragonborn.
I
thief.
have nothing. And I've asked so many things about tieflings, and everything has been like, it has nothing to do with fire or nothing to do with demons or nothing. Every time, I study
I,
history, so what kind of crap is that?
I will
Genuinely, I
say,
don't know.
as a tiefling, you should have a racial trait that gives you
Ability.
resistance to
Well,
fire
okay,
damage.
fine. Then DM, do I have a special thing, or is it not? There's nothing here that says anything. I've been reading the whole thing, so I don't know.
I don't know
Was
what
it
you're talking
inhibited?
about. Right there on your page, if you look at your abilities
Abilities.
page, it says Hellish Resistance. You have resistance to fire damage. So yes,
Okay.
you have resistance to fire damage.
Okay. Well,
You,
remember
you
just a moment ago I said my thing is not working and throw me everything, and that's still the case. So
cool.
I'm still on the wrong page.
So hey,
There we go.
you should lead the way because it's gonna get hotter
I
as
will
we
do
get
that
closer.
then. And
Perfect.
I'm also a blacksmith. I'm also a blacksmith, and I do metal stuff. So this is kind of
Yeah,
an exciting thing. I'd imagine
it's
not
right up your
having,
alley.
it's right up my alley. Exactly.
Yeah,
So that's fine. It's cool.
cool.
If you
Let's do it.
can, you
But I
are
can't move my
familiar with
fucking.
hot
I
metal.
gotcha. You're in the front. I already did.
Tuggan's gonna see. He's gonna ask you to see if you can figure out what kind of metal that is.
Exactly.
If not, no big deal. But he figures, hey, Jackson is a blacksmith. He's used to working with hot metal. Maybe he
Exactly.
recognizes.
Thank you.
If it gets too
Well,
hot for us to follow him, please let us know.
you'll know. Your sockles are burning off. All right, so I'm going to move forward, I guess, and just something I should roll to show my abilities are at work.
All right. So as you're moving, these heated metal in the ceiling falls randomly. And so Luthien is the only coward who
I can use
hasn't
my.
moved at all. So the other three of you need to make a roll.
I've been
I have a
moving just
shield.
slowly.
Couldn't I hold the shield over my head to, or in whatever way it needs to be aided in? My shield.
Yep, that's part of your save.
Part of my what?
Part of the save roll. It adds your shield bonus in there because you're holding it.
If it
I
scrambles, you
should
don't
Oh,
get
I
not
see.
burned.
Okay.
have advanced
But I meant
combat.
if it he just said things falling from the ceiling. If I
Yeah.
have my shield, I
Alright,
hold
so
it on
all
my
three
head.
of you, so it's Jackson, you hold your shield up, and you're able to avoid getting burned. Why do you have advantage, Toggin?
I shouldn't, but I can't see an effect that's giving me advantage. So
Toggin. Antitoxin,
Sorry.
advantage on saves against poison.
but it's not
Probably
coded.
coded wrong.
That's okay.
Let's, just out of curiosity, let's do this. Go ahead and roll your deck save again.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, so it's giving you it's reading as advantage on saves.
No, but I turned it back on and it didn't.
Anyway, so you guys don't get burned from the fire.
Toggen's gonna
So you
stop.
okay.
He's not going any further. He will wait in the back for everybody else.
Okay, Scrambles,
Fair
what are
enough.
you doing?
Scrabble's is keeping it going. He's gonna keep going.
Go ahead. Luthien, are
I still-
you said you're slowly advancing?
Yeah, Ruthien's probably staying with Toggin in the back. She's not a fan of this area. She's not a
Okay,
fan
so
of
you're
fan of underground.
right, so you stop moving then. Okay. Um good. Let me what just happened? Stop it. Okay, there we go. Rest
Whatever you're
initiative.
doing, stop it.
There we go. All right. So you see that there's some stuff in the hollow metal ball. It looks to be several bodies.
Ew. Guys, I see
Nice.
bodies in there. Poke it with a stick, Jackson. Use one of your spears and jab at them.
What kind of bodies?
What kind of race?
That's a weird question to ask, Luthien. Immediately jump to what race are
What
they?
kind of
Well,
kind of body?
Yeah. Are they
If I have to ask, I will ask.
why is that a
normal
weird
or are
question?
they elvish or dwarven
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I'm like, why is
Yeah,
that
she
weird?
is an elf.
Like,
um
I don't understand why that's so weird. Okay,
uh,
it's fine.
so you realize that these are give me I'm not gonna make you roll, so I'll say you take some time and poke around and move them and stuff, and you realize that there are the remains of 6 hellhounds inside this hollow metal ball.
Oh,
See?
cool.
That was useful,
The
in my
charred
opinion.
skulls and limbs. You're able to determine that they were canines and
I,
with the weird
I
tails
still
they
like
have
my
and
theory.
stuff.
That was a weird question. I don't know what you're talking about.
We stumbled upon a bunch of dead bodies, and you went, "What race are they?" I had to make a race joke. That's all it was. Like, oh, why do you care what race they are?
Does it make
Well,
a difference?
All right, so
I feel like we could.
all right, so let's do a basic. Everybody, give me in the chat either flat intelligence check or a investigation check.
Investigation or intelligence?
It's not, where are we?
And you're sure this isn't something I can do a cartwheel to figure out?
Correct.
You
Not
know,
this
if
one.
if you do a headstand, maybe the blood will rush to
You can
your
do a
head.
pretty sick somersault. I'm just saying.
That's right. And
Great.
Luthien?
I'm just,
Oh no, you did it.
I yeah, I guess I'm just rolling
There
nothing
it
but
is.
like
6.
single-digit numbers today. I'm not very happy about that.
All right. So let me.
Excuse me.
It's like what kind of race? I more meant just like what kind of bodies they were, but race was the word that came out.
Well, hey man, I had also just said, "Hey, what kind of bodies?" And then you
Hmm.
just said, "What race?"
Yeah.
Totally fine.
It was probably my brain trying to be like, don't be redundant, but ask a very similar question.
It's totally it's a reasonable question. Scrabble's just
Hey, can
giving
I
you shit.
copy
Reasonable
your
because
answers for the homework? Yeah, just be sure to change a few
Change
words.
it a little bit.
there are differences. So
Oh.
So again, you should.
I know, you're just giving me shit. I find it funny.
I agree.
If you look at this
I
map, by
agree.
the way, while Toggen's reading what I sent him, um, there's you should see smoke, the ripples from the
Yeah, I can see that.
hotness. So
Yeah, it's cool.
It's very cool. Who taught you how to do that?
Josh Watma.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is he still in chat or did he leave?
He
Oh no,
probably
I'm sure
left,
he's
but
gone by now.
he probably left. But I figured we'd chat about it again.
Yeah. But he has a
I'm a
map
big ass
making thing
kisser.
every Saturday, um, and that whole the crater is actually part of this map
Oh,
that I blended in together with this other map. Made a hole in the first map, put the crater there.
2, 4,
So
6, 8. Who you really appreciate?
again, and that's all stuff blurring it and everything else. So anyway,
Nice.
all right. So talking, you gonna say anything as this clicks as you think you know what this is?
Yeah, so Toggin like held back and he's like looking at like the walls and stuff. And then he kind of like has like a little light bulb moment. I think
Okay.
Candle.
yeah. No, the light spell just kind of pops up like a little prestidigitation shower of sparks just right above his head.
Little
It
fairies.
would
Is it
seem
the
that
ting
these
sound too? Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it makes the same sound that like those little firework sparklers make.
Well,
Um,
okay.
I have idea. This seems to be some sort of trap or weapon because the fog is poison and was supposed to obscure area, and then the dogs were supposed to come and attack whoever was around.
In a
It
good way
seemed
or a bad? I mean,
in
it seems
bad
like
Well,
they're
way.
being
I
used in
just
this
say
situation.
attack doesn't tend to
They,
implicate good, but
we're trying to make guesses of what was going on, actually, right?
Yeah.
As you study the sphere, you see there is a seam that dissects it. So it looks like the sphere was supposed to open, and the hellhounds will then come out.
Okay. So does it look like the trap has already gone off then? I have a pretty high survival.
my
Can I check if the
understanding,
trap was sprung or not?
It's
well,
not
what it
a so.
seems like
This
is a
was
trap
a
failed.
giant thing
A
that was
weapon.
shot here. It hit the ground, but
Okay.
instead of deploying like it should have, the brazier worked, it appears. But instead of the sphere opening and the hellhounds popping out and attacking, it burrowed into the ground and it killed all the hellhounds. So it's clear they haven't finalized this weapon yet.
Yeah,
So the
Oh.
so
trap
they're
failed
testing
to come up.
this before
Yeah.
they use it somewhere
So
else.
someone's trying to
So
make a
you
giant
guys keep saying trap.
projectile
It's
that
not a trap. It's a weapon.
Yeah.
yeah, some kind of projectile that shoots out Hellhound bullets?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
Hellhound
kinda,
and poison gas bullets. Yes.
basically.
Like a little dog bomb.
Yes.
Rutro.
That's exactly what it is.
Rutro Scooby.
Well, I
Yeah.
feel sad for the dogs.
Um, it's hot in here. So once Toggin says that, and like you guys have said that, like, oh yeah, we reached the end of this. Toggen's getting out of the pit. He does not want to be in here anymore. It's the opposite of home. He feels like he's in hell again. So, he's
Uh,
climbing out.
Luthier's following pretty dang close behind. She doesn't
Stop
like this area.
following me. Jeez.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Can
make
we just
that
head out?
traffic wretched.
Stumbles, what do you plan on doing?
Uh, I want to see if I can pull one of the bodies out. Am I able to pull any of the bodies of the dogs out of the
They
hole or
like
no?
fused together.
Then I will help him.
They are charred and burned, so you can grab like some of the skulls or.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But,
hellhound skulls. That's cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I want a hellhound skull if
I
it's
can
possible.
tell you, Luthien probably knows how to clean them.
Yeah, it's a skull. You just
Yeah.
kind of rinse
And-
it off and call it good.
I mean, but
No.
bone working is her thing.
No,
You
no.
drink out of it. You do all the stuff. Doesn't matter. It's clean.
Cool. Yeah, as soon as you wash it in like a river, it's safe to drink things from.
That's facts. So
Cool.
I will take as many hellhound skulls as you allow me to have.
How many can they find?
I think give me a
it's more
percentile.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Good.
So you're able to get
Fuck
5.
yeah. Fuck yeah, I am.
Luthien
Cool.
just sees y'all walking out with an armful of skulls.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in my bag. I got hellhound skulls.
Hey, watch these. They might ask you for help.
The hellhound skulls?
Yeah, Toggen's like leaning over to like Luthien and he's like, hey, you know stuff about bones. that's
Luthien-
basically what he meant when he said that.
Oh,
Luthien will 100% just sigh, and that's her response.
Like, I will say, Toggen also knows things about like how to like clean bones and stuff, but like you just made some really cool scrimshaw rings, so I have a feeling that that's
Nice.
probably gonna be higher on Scrambles' mind.
I like having the bones of things, so yeah,
I'm
Scrambles
know.
will
starting to notice a pattern here.
We know.
Real
yeah.
well
It's been
aware.
from the very moment we started any adventure. He loves it.
He likes the souvenirs, that's for sure.
Deep down. we
I've
know.
also made a stupid amount of money from all of the bones and things that I've collected.
true.
So
That is fair.
But you also have a
That is
lot of pride in them, and
yeah, I show them
yeah,
off and stuff.
you-
Cool. And now I can add Killer of Hellhounds to my name tag title. Although I didn't do it.
Sure, we'll
but
have a couple of your
Even though you
art
didn't.
masterpieces around in the blacksmith, the
Heck yeah.
smithery.
All right, cool. So I'll get out of here too. With Jackson.
Alright, so as you and Jackson leave,
Wow, that's just nasty. Oh.
Ooh, not good.
All right, here we go. Come on, baby.
I just threw you on a map.
Didn't
You
help.
guys are actually still would be within the crater, but
What the heck? Whoa,
alright. So
where did that-
Scrambles is the only one that failed.
what the heck?
Ruh-roh.
Take 60, 10. No, you take 10 points of damage.
It's like 60-10. That's a lot of damage.
For whatever
I can handle
reason,
60-10.
I don't even know how you have 7 temporary hit points, but
I got them from something I did. I said something cool to
you're
someone.
now down.
No, it was
so
from
you take 3
the
wounds.
didn't he go in the hot tub? Wasn't that it?
Yes, I went into the
Yes,
hot
went
tub
to
at
the
the
hot tub,
manor.
and that was still this morning. Oh, that was yesterday, but it's fine. I'll give them to you anyway. It doesn't matter. It's just flavor. It's just flavor. You get burned a little bit as this thing drops onto you.
You get burned a little bit, and your memories of the hotness of the hot tub. That's what protects you.
In the hot tub. Like when I
Yeah,
first
you're
dipped my toe
accustomed
in, I went,
to.
ooh,
Ooh.
except for I have a hoof, so it's not really accurate.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right. All right. So as you guys climb out,
That's a
I,
huge weapon. Something would have to be giant to shoot that.
Or
um,
magical.
Yeah, like a giant ballista or a catapult. Something. There's no way anything wields something that big
so as you
without
come
us
out,
seeing
most of
it.
the
Yeah.
smoke is dissipated. There's still some fumes there, a little bit, an after effect. Uh, so in the
oh, what?
military, have to go through the gas chamber, and it is actual tiny crystals that alight on your skin, and then it will sit there and melt. Um, it's one of the reasons the gas mask works so well is because it's actual tiny, tiny crystals, and that's how this stuff is. And that's one of the reasons why just wrapping your face didn't really help you, because it's still touching your skin. It's still affecting you, and that's one of the reasons why they tell you over and over: do not touch, do not rub your eyes, do not rub your face, because all you're doing is rubbing these crystals into your skin if you do it. Anyway, I say all that to say you see some of these, this little layer on everything as it's starting to evaporate and melt and stuff, and your footsteps and stuff are left behind as this gas evaporates. You hear Rinden growling.
Oh no, something's bad happening to the
Go get
dog.
the dog.
Not the dog. Luthien will scamper up as quick as she possibly can. I don't know how fast I can get up the top of this hill, but she's gonna.
Scrambles will run because he doesn't do scampering.
It is difficult terrain.
It's
Um,
what?
difficult terrain,
Difficult
because it's
terrain.
loose. It's an explosion, so it's loose soil and stuff. But you're able to get up there, and you see this huge woman
Not a
and
fan.
Huge
her
woman.
and her little dog too. Give me just a second here.
Lucien, is that you?
It's me and my true form.
Yeah, it turns out she's
I'm
not
the
a giant
bad guy.
because she is a giant. She's
Bad
she
guy who
doesn't wild
scampers,
shape
not
because
worried.
she's always wild shaping into a human or into an elf.
Elf.
Yeah.
Polymorph.
Yeah.
And if I
Oh,
sent
fuck,
you,
that's exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
I sent you the
So neat.
picture of the hellhound already, because that's what
Pretty
the skull looked like.
That's me when I stubbed my toe.
You turn
Moon
into a
though.
woman with a spear.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, I didn't mean the woman part. But yes, that looks like a barbarian outfit.
There you go.
And
So
the
I'm gonna
hair.
be honest, she
Just the
looks
hair.
so cool.
I'm not looking at boobs. Those would be pecs anyway.
There's
My
boobs under
pecs are
there, okay?
massive. Yeah, well, there's apparatus, yes.
Oh, she's not. Let me show you guys where they are. Click,
Show them a picture of moi.
click, click. All right. So they're just behind the. They're coming
That's pretty
just
cool.
below the.
It's pretty cool.
Come on. Let me do the map. There it is.
The
Shift.
hellhound is disgusting.
Oh yeah, all three of us. Does Jackson speak giantish as well, or
No,
just
nope.
Tog and Scrambles and I?
Does Scramble speak giant?
He does.
Neat.
I speak
We could
elfish,
just-
elfish
infernal?
giant, goblin, and minotaur.
Anybody speak infernal?
No.
Yes.
All right.
You do? No
yeah,
way.
I do.
Well, I mean, not without the spell though.
Yes, without the
Yes.
spell.
That's
Even when
Oh,
I do
nice.
have the spell, I don't speak those languages.
She
People
just
that
understands
speak
them.
those languages can understand me when I talk.
Right.
All right, and
Still,
she,
you're still
here's
utilizing Vernal,
NPC.
which I'm surprised.
Go to fire.
Who's the
Just
most charismatic?
really
I am the most
space.
charismatic. I
Congrats.
don't play it that way, but I am.
Here it is.
I don't know.
All right, so
My
she is
issue.
Fucking map.
The struggle
Why
is
doesn't it
real.
tell me the
I don't know what is wrong
stats?
with the fucking map.
Well, that's stupid. It doesn't tell me. So I will do some more research. I'm shocked that it doesn't have the details here. Why is Scrambles next to?
You were researching, so Scrambles has been sneaking around the backside of the rock
Okay.
this whole time to flank. That's what happens when you don't lock characters, okay?
So
I wasn't allowed to do it. You would have said I couldn't.
I don't know the
I do
exact
that all the
height
time with my,
of this. Even those who haven't done any kind of study know that there is a ranking among giants. Um, so, like the hill giants are the least powerful and the smallest, and it works its way up. And actually, if you consider ogres, they're giantish as well, and then hill giants, and it keeps working its way up. I believe storm giants are the ultimate biggest
Is it Storm
ones.
or Frost? I don't know. One of those two are pretty up there.
Yeah, but I'm almost positive it's Frost and then Storm. Storm is
I
the
think you're
leader
correct.
of all of
Storm,
them.
yeah, Storm sounds.
The
Yeah.
point is, fire giants, and they all have different heights. So,
Mhm. I remember that.
but this is a large creature. It's not a huge creature. Oh no, it is huge. It's just not.
They're big.
Never mind.
It
It's
is
a
a
huge-
huge creature.
not a
So
large
this
creature.
isn't statted right. I'll just double check it when. Let me double check. What does it say? This has. Yep, it says huge. So this
oh my
is
god.
incorrect. Anyway, so I'll go into more details when we get there next week. But for now, that is what you see as these things come along. Let's see. Here it is. Space and reach. Space 15, reach 5. Why isn't it showing as 15? Is it showing 15? Oh, it is. I'm just zoomed out so
It
much.
looks like it's 15.
It is. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It is huge. All right. After all that,
Huge.
the point is,
Huge.
she's a big girl,
It's big.
and
She's big.
It's a huge bitch.
yeah, you're guessing she's probably a fire giant. Just a guess,
Considering that
Fire?
she's surrounded in fire.
On account of the
Probably.
fire. Gotcha.
but you don't know for sure because you haven't done your check. But yeah, you're pretty sure. You're guessing it's a fire giant.
Hey, Scrambles. Now that is giant.
Yes.
Big difference, I
Big
told
difference.
you.
You were right. There's a big difference.
Yes. All right. So thank you guys for playing, and close this down.
Thank you for
All right, there we go.
DMing.
Thanks for
And
DMing.
we will pick up here next week as you guys finish talking to the fire giant. And by talking, I mean she's going to be throwing molten rocks at you. So
Yeah,
if you want to talk,
just
you
budge.
can. That's fine. But
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
mean
mean,
we
I
can't
am the
try
most
fuckers.
charismatic out of the group.
Lucian's excited. I don't
Imagine the
think
babies you
Lucian's
guys would
running
have.
across a
Oh my
giant.
god.
Oh my gosh.
Giant Earth Fire Goblin? The giant Earth Fire Giant babies? Try it.
that's right.
Take a potion to make you bigger. Just do the do.
That's right. We have enlarged potions.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So don't
It's a little
forget.
blue pill.
So tomorrow we have Nick's campaign of awesomeness. So stop by and check that out. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you get a free Twitch subscription every month. So if you want to use it for me, that'd be awesome. But if you're not going to use it for me, at least throw it to somebody.
Use it for someone.
Give it to someone. So it does help us out a lot. So thanks again for stopping by. Whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good
Good night,
night.
Hey
guys.
guys, right.